Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I've left this music quite loud for some reason. Okay. Welcome. It's D&D. It's D&D, everybody. It's a fun time. It's a happy, nice time. Everybody's here. We will go straight on into it. Same things as normal D&Ds. As you can see, I'm muted because I'm muted in Discord. The notifications are they're muted, so I very much appreciate if anyone does anything during the stream. I will say thanks at the end, just so that we don't interfere with the flow of it. Hello, Jub. I'll say hello to everybody who pops in the chat and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I'll get on over so we can say hi to everybody. Buddy. Apparently, I can't speak today, which is going to be good as I have to DM. And then we'll get into the story times. Assuming I've not messed anything up. Oh my goodness, look at that. I haven't messed anything up. Okay. And I will unmute Discord. Well, I should unmute myself and then tell everyone that I'm muted. You're going to be unmuted in a second. There you go. I was wishing I was going to get that Tom's Haunted House. That was amazing. There you go.
Not yet. I'm curious. What's this like? Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. It doesn't. It seems fake. Anyway, hello.
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 Hello. Why is my... Well, that's weird. Okay, sorry. Now my mouse is being weird for a second there. Right. So let us. Yep, we should be Gucci. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm actually at the right bit in our notes. So, is everyone ready for summary? Oh wait, hang on. We should introduce before we do summary. We should should say hi.
Oh, how's the time?
Okay. So going down the order. I think Emma's still okay, but that's fine. We got Garn.
Hello.
We got Nemeth.
Hello.
We got Sim.
Hello.
We got Wheaters.
Hello.
And we got M. Yeah, there we go.
Hello.
Oh, there's M. Perfect timing, M. Okay.
My lunch just got here.
Oh. What do you get for lunch? The whole internet needs to know.
Popeyes.
Me too. I did this. What'd you get?
Spicy chicken strips.
Popeyes is pretty
classic.
good. So.
Yeah. I got their blackened chicken sandwich.
All the Europeans be like, what the fuck is a Popeyes? Why are you eating the spinach, man?
Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot toot.
Okay, summary time, everybody, whilst they all enjoy their Popeyes. This is not a sponsored stream, but if Popeyes would like to reach out to us, we're welcome. For any contact.
We like chicken.
Yeah. So last time, our intrepid adventurers did quite a lot of digging around town to try and find out what is going on with this smuggling operation. Finding out quite both, they went to Hope's Emporium, found out that basically everybody seemed to be in on the smuggling, and so you have to be very specific in what you mean by smuggling, because people have different opinions on what the problem here is. Then they followed a town official back to the town hall, and basically got banned from the town hall because they broke in to the use of magic. Well, that hasn't been confirmed yet. As in, the town hall doesn't know for sure that you use magic. They just are pretty sure you use magic. And after that, did a bit more digging around, and then we headed over to the fisherman who you had a lead from in the beginning, Tom, and you interrogated him for a while before discovering that he had been leaving the crates to be picked up by somebody, but he doesn't know who. And then, as you found this information and you were leaving, Your good friend Life, the strange metallic man from the sea, did a little thing, did a little vibe check, and something lit up at the back of the house, which is weird because you didn't see anything when you were in the house, but there was a big old fiend glow from the vibe check. I don't actually. You'd have to decide how it actually looks. Life, how it looks when you see a thing. But yeah,
It just
that
says I
was.
sense it, so I
Oh,
see it. None of the rest of you do.
there's not a quest marker that appears.
No. Well,
Oh.
maybe there is for me. Like I might be able to see just like a strange, ominous glow that says, "This is a fiend over here." But no one else sees that.
I like the
It's a
idea
sense.
that Life sees the entire world with the Skyrim overlay, and it's just little arrows.
Sure, I now have a quest marker. There's an unusual gem over here. I'd got the mod that shows me where they are, you see.
Okay, so that is a summary. That is where we're at. For the
That's what my
convenient,
vibe check is. My
yeah,
vibe check is quest marker mod for Skyrim.
a new hand touches the beacon.
I found
Yeah.
something. Not again.
Also, for the convenience of not having to go all the way back to town, as you have this epiphany, coming up the road, delayed by their own personal business, you see Xander, who had been in your little ensemble, but had not accompanied you here originally. But they are coming up the road towards you as you are having this revelation, and that is scene.
It's scene. Doesn't that mean the end of the scene? Are we gonna
Oh,
get
what do you
beginning
say
of
at the
scene?
beginning of the scene?
Action,
Wait.
probably.
Actually, yeah, I could do the snappy. I don't have a snappy piece of wood. Imagine that.
Go find some, add it to the Watch Together playlist and play it real quick. We'll wait.
10-hour loop of the. What is that even called? The keyboard.
I don't know.
The
I was
ward.
gonna say just clacker, but that's probably not the official name.
Okay, so yeah, you're all there. You're outside Tom's house. Xander is walking up the road towards you. And Life is currently trying to work out
Dabbing.
what this quest mark was for because it doesn't
like that.
remember noting it down in the log.
I'm currently posed like this.
Mid dab.
Yep. I sense something. I'm detecting a fiendish presence in the house.
Oh dear.
Yes, at the back of the
Do you think-
house.
Do you think he knows?
I don't know. We didn't ask about fiends in his house, and it's certainly not something one who did know would reveal if they were keeping it secret. However, if they don't know, they would also not reveal it. There's the two very different options, both equally likely. This is certainly something that we must deal with, though. Put down the portaloo here. We must return.
All right.
He falls off the portal. He's just like in there on the floor now.
Lovely. Lovely. Also, one of your friends seems to be approaching down the road. Notably, your friends, not mine.
Oof.
Hello, I return.
Got away from the mice, did you? Very
Yeah,
nice.
I got to work. The mice, whatever that
I go
means.
back to hunting now.
Something about giant mice. I don't remember. Anyway.
We return to the house and knock on the door again.
You're gonna knock on the door?
Are we gonna
Yeah.
just ask him
Why
about
not?
it? Or do we want to
Okay.
just like take a little investigation?
I'm a paladin. I need to ask.
Not fair.
That doesn't mean anything he says will stop me.
So you go and knock on the door. On the other side. You forget something?
It would appear so, yes.
Comes to the door. He opens the door. Look, I don't want any more trouble. I'm already enough trouble as it is.
It would seem so, Tom. I'm afraid to tell you, but there is a fiendish presence within your house.
Oh,
And I'm
what?
gonna watch him very insightfully as,
Oh,
he, as he
okay.
reacts to that.
Go insight away.
Oh, natural 20.
He is entirely bemused. He has no idea what you're talking about.
I know this may come as a shock, but I
What do you
deal with all.
mean a fiendish presence?
I mean, the presence of a fiend. You know what a fiend is?
Like devilry?
I think that's right. Yes, I did. I need to check myself, but that sounds right to me.
Well, there ain't no devils here.
Well, I'm afraid that there is. I'm a paladin, you see. I can detect these things, and I'm detecting one from the back of your house.
What, like, where the outhouse is? I mean, there's some devilry that goes on there, that's for sure, but...
Yes, I'm afraid we took your outhouse with us. But no, not there. I mean, like, where exactly? This is just like at the back of the building that I'm detecting it, right?
So, how long does it, like, last, or do you just get a general sense?
Mm,
Because, so basically the way this house is shaped, it's kind of a long building with an annex on the back. So think of like you're at the front, it looks like a T, and you're at the top of the T. And where the feeling comes from is like the back of the house. Like
okay,
at the front.
so it's listed as until my next turn. I know where it is. So basically, while I was outside, I knew exactly where it was in the house.
Okay, so yeah, you would know that it was coming from the annex at the back of the house. So when you walk into the living room, to your left, you see two doors where there's two bedrooms. To your right, you can see that there's a pantry, and you can see that there is a kitchen. And then there's one more door on the back that is an annex, and that's the only door that was not open.
It's coming from your annex. That door there, the closed one.
Why would it be? I mean, that's just his study, his workshop. That's where Garen does all his.
Oh yes, your friend.
He makes these. Oh, I don't know what you call them, but all the beautiful butterflies, all the cases of those.
Cases of butterflies.
Yeah. So this was the part of the description when you first arrived. All of the walls of all of the inside of the living room here are all covered in like museum specimen cases of
Right,
like
I see.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of insects. And there's like little pinned like animals as well, like all taxidermied, all these
Right, I see.
things all over the house.
I see. Well, Tom, I would be concerned that your friend, your roommate, has found has maybe found something that
Tom's just gonna look at the robot man and just be like, "You mean my husband?"
Oh, sorry, I forgot that detail. I'm sure history will remember it as such. I will adjust my record. Record adjusted. So, it's possible that your friend Gerund may have stumbled upon something he should not have, or that in his absence something has infiltrated your house.
Well, if he's in
It is best we
danger,
take a look.
well, I don't have a key. He has a key. He says he never wants me going in there in case I mess up his specimens. He's very, very precise about how he wants all these put in. So
I'm sure one of us can open a door for.
That's
The
yeah. I
rest of
don't need a
us.
key. It's all right. What's that? Is that sleight of hand? Could I
yes,
can
it's
open
well,
the
it's
door.
thieves' tools, which is Dex plus proficiency which is the same thing as your sleight of hand, I'm assuming.
Would you mind, Tom?
Well, I mean, I know I shouldn't, but if he's at risk, then
It's possible he doesn't even know what he's accidentally caught whatever fiend this is.
Yes. Whatever is in there, it is potentially incredibly dangerous for both of you.
well, I suppose then, as long as you don't make a mess, don't move anything around too much. It's all very, very specific where it's supposed to be.
That should be fine. I can vibe check at least one more time. It cannot
Okay.
hide from me.
Yeah, so do a you can do a sleight of hand if you have proficiency in it, because it'll be the same thing as what thieves' tools are.
Yes, I think. I'm not sure how to use thieves' tools anyway.
Yeah, it's so you basically you would roll, then you would add your proficiency, like your proficiency bonus
Use
and
tool?
your dexterity modifier, but whatever is dex that has the
Ability.
same modifiers will be the same.
Wait. Okay. So just sleight of hand.
Yeah,
Oh.
it'll be the same thing. Yeah, I mean that looks like the right modifier that you should have. With an 11, you go over to the lock, and you see this like it's not a very sophisticated lock. It's kind of just clearly a big heavy iron key. So it's not hard to work out how to unlock it. And the latch comes off, and the door is now unlocked.
There you go.
Stand back, my
Easy
friends. My friends. This is what I was made for. And I walk through the door.
Okay. The other side of the door, the room is pitch black. The only light is the light behind you. There are no windows in this room. And there's obviously no light source inside.
Let me just have a quick check. I'm pretty sure I can't see a damn thing.
No, I'm pretty sure you
Yep,
can't either.
I can't see a damn thing.
You could go get a candle.
Is it-
Right, guys.
is
When
it
I
just
said I was
dark?
made for this, I'm afraid I didn't consider that it may be dark. I was.
I mean, I have dark vision.
You gonna peek in?
I'm gonna get a candle.
I'll take a little peek.
Okay. So the inside of this room, it's not. It's probably about the same size as the living room. You can see that again the walls are completely covered with these cases of specimens. You can also see that there is a bunch of tables around that have cases, tools, and then in the middle there is a desk that on it you can see that there is a bunch of in progress like taxidermy. So basically, there is a bunch of animals that are in various states of being made into things, and also a bunch of like insects with pins through them.
Right.
It's
Not the.
yeah,
I don't see a fiend, but
it's
I'm sure it's here somewhere.
there's a lot of it around as well. Like there's like way more than you could ever fit in this house in terms of the amount of stuff in here.
If I do a perception check, will I, what?
You can do a
See
perception check.
anything
You can go in and you can investigate if you want. But from the door, that's what you see.
I don't want to blow up or something. Whatever this fiend's gonna do. Can I do
I'm lighting a
check too?
candle on the floor next to them. Apparently, I have candles and tinder boxes in my inventory, so I can just do that.
How did they not get soggy?
They're really good candles.
The
What else
box
do I have?
itself was coated in wax.
The blanket, yes, I put them in my water skin
Yeah.
like a genius.
Okay, you
Well,
do an
I didn't get
investigation.
wet. I'm perfectly dry.
Oh, right, there's investigation. I forgot about that.
I'm kind of just watching because I wasn't here, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it is still raining, by the way, so you would have got soggy on your way over. But other than that,
They were still in my water skin.
Are you percepting or are you
Can
investigating,
I-
Sim?
Can I do a perception to see if anything like I can see anything that?
Yeah,
hints
you
at
do
it's
perception, see what
fiendish?
details you get. And once you have a light source in the
That
room,
was nice.
with a 20, you can
Not
see that there is in the middle of the room. Clearly, this desk in the center is sort of the one that he works at, and everything else is kind of just where he puts in progress stuff.
Mhm.
You can see that there is a chair. You can see that there are some drawers in the desk. And you can see that there is some papers on the desk as well that look like they have notes on them, but you cannot currently see them from where you are unless you go in and you investigate. But you can see that there are papers on the desk.
Yeah.
But even with your supervision, the text is too small. It's size 8.
Oh no!
God.
And I've not
Who do that?
noticed anything suspiciously fiendish.
There's not like a sexy devil person like hiding in the corner. No.
Damn.
Damn. All right.
There's
I
not
am-
like a
I mean, thank
weirdly purple
goodness.
glowing thing or anything.
You're not
There
seeing any.
didn't drop his orb in here.
Nope, does not appear to be from your ability to see from the door. There does not appear to be anything glowing, fiendishly, or otherwise. You could do, I guess, as part of a sniff check, you could do smelling too.
Sniff check.
A sniff check.
Sniff check.
Yeah, I mean, sniff check is a very good way to percept fiendish stuff. With a 20, I would say that there is only the smell from this room of the smell of like preserving chemicals. So not that it is canonically formaldehyde, but just imagine what formaldehyde smells like, and you can imagine something vaguely like that. It's one of the grossest smells I can think of. So
I don't know where this fiendish thing is. Life, you got your candle there? You good? You want to go in?
Of course.
Who
I
goes
walk
first?
in holding a candle and also a sensor, which I apparently have in my inventory.
okay,
Looking very
sensor?
priestly. The sensor is, of course, spilling incense, so the room is beginning to smell slightly nicer than it did before.
I don't think that incense and formaldehyde is gonna make a good combo. If I'm honest, I
Okay.
think it's just gonna get worse.
It's like fish and flowers.
Right. I
Well,
see.
They're both there now.
I don't
That's what
particularly
you
have
mean
a
by
sense of smell,
sensor.
so
I was thinking like an electronic sensor.
yeah. I walk in holding a 2 sticks with a big thing on the end.
Like a fucking fiendish divining rod or something.
You see, the best thing ever is that I was imagining just a tiny little guy who goes and corrects all the videos that get put up. He's
Right.
just got little black bars in his bag that he puts on everything.
Well, I walk in holding whatever it is I'm holding now. Stand, move myself to the middle of the room.
Okay.
If there's candles in the room, I'll light those as well, just so it's better lit than just like whatever I have in my hand.
Okay. Yeah. So
yeah, I'll spend some time doing that first, I guess.
So walking into the room, it's pretty cramped. You have to be reasonably careful as you're walking around, but there's plenty of candles. And you light each candle one by one, and as you light the candles, their flames turn red.
I
Well,
hope these
Huh.
candles weren't arranged in a demon circle without me noticing. I've just been lighting a pentagram on the floor without realizing.
Yeah.
So-
I mean every candle.
There are 5 candles in the room, 1 at the back and 2 on each side.
A pentagram.
Nice, nice.
The room is now illuminated and it is red light, and you hear from like behind, you hear Tom, "Oh my god, what's going on in here?"
Well, shit.
That's a great question.
Also the candles are red themselves as well, just for added effect.
Oh,
like the
as
wax.
in the
is
wax,
red?
yeah.
Yeah.
The redder it is, the stronger.
Having successfully summoned a demon, I stand in the middle of the room, and dab.
The demon dabs back.
I've the sense I'm getting. It's dabbing at me. Yeah, I'm divine sensing. My last one. Is it here? What sense do I get? How is my vibe check going? Also, I put on creepy music and I think it's gone great.
Yeah.
Did you lose Hog?
We've lost Hog.
No, no.
Been taken
Who
by
knows
the
what
demon.
happens now? I can't believe it. The dab was too much.
Sorry, I just got distracted for a second there. What was the last bit you said? That was my bad.
I dabbed and divine sensed in the middle of the room.
Okay. The divine sense tells you that the fiendish presence is coming very specifically from the from the right hand drawers in the desk.
Fascinating.
And it is not a very large fiendish presence. Like it's clearly not like a demon.
I'm going to have to do some research on how paladins always deal with fiends. Like, are they like destined for death at any given moment, or is it like they can be good, they can be bad?
So with regards to all of these kinds of things, fiends are something to be treated with extreme caution, but they aren't necessarily just going to do a murder.
Sure. Okay. So I'm suspicious, but not outright. Like, it's like how I would treat a potentially very dangerous criminal who's not actually done anything. Maybe
It's
which
like,
doesn't make sense because they're already a criminal. But you know what I mean.
yeah, it's like you're going to meet somebody you know is very dangerous, but until they actually have done something.
It's someone with a propensity for doing bad things, but not necessarily someone doing bad things. Okay, cool.
Exactamundo.
In that case, without drawing my sword, I open the drawer.
Okay. So inside the drawer, you can see that there is a book. And you can see that there are a bunch of papers around the book as well.
Oh my.
And the book has a very distinctive leather to it.
Very distinctive.
Yes.
Do I know what it is? Can I find out if I know what it is?
You could do a medicine check on the distinctive leather to find out if you can work out what kind of leather it is.
Absolutely.
With an 11? I would say with an 11, you know for sure that it's not regular, like, cow leather. It's definitely, almost certainly people leather. Which people? You can't be more specific than that.
Okay.
To be fair, I doubt we'd be able to talk to them anyway.
Who wants to read the cannibal book?
It's fine. I don't eat. I open the book.
Everyone, to someone in the back just chomping on a shoe. Cow. Yeah. Do you take the book out or do you leave it in the drawer?
Oh yeah. I take it out and I put it on the desk, I guess.
Yeah. You'll have to clear some space because, like I said, there's like these partially taxidermied animals. Like they're all like squirrels and bunnies and things like that. They're all small creatures, and there's some birds there as well in various states. And then like half finished insect trays, so you have to move stuff around a bit in order to put the thing on the desk.
Okay, sure. So I'll leave the book where it is for now and very delicately move things out the way. Don't want to like damage anything, of course.
Has anyone else gone in the room at this point, by the way, or are we just all like standing comedically in the doorway?
Yeah, comedically in the doorway. Yeah, it's just
Everyone's
how many is
just
it? It's like
peeking
there's 5 heads looking in through the door,
Oh,
2 from each side, and then 1 hanging down from the
And we're
ceiling.
all slowly going further above each other.
You can come in the room if you want.
Yeah, we were just trying to stay out your way since clearly
You
you
may
have
come in
something
the
that
room
you're
if you
doing, and
want.
we have absolutely no idea what it is.
This is my work. You may watch
Fair
as
enough.
closely as you desire, but do not disturb me.
Fair enough. Let us know if you need us to do anything. And he just stands to the side.
I will yell in a panic if I need you to do anything.
Fair.
I can't wait to find out what panicked life sounds like. Oh no,
Neither can
help
I.
me! I'm in distress.
Yeah. Panic. Okay. I open the book
Okay.
on the desk now that I've cleared it.
There is lots and lots of text inside. The language that you speak, because I'm pretty sure I checked, this is not a language which you speak. But you can tell me which languages you have anyway if you want to double check.
I don't think I ever actually decided because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, like, if I should know different ones because of when I'm from, and whether that would
No,
manipulate
we
things.
because it would literally just like break down the systems of D&D. You have a universal translator to an extent. It's just not as good as Star Trek.
Okay. Okay. Whatever languages I speak, this isn't one of them. Do I have any idea what language it might be?
You can do an intelligence check if you would like.
Is that on anything in particular or just intelligence?
No, yeah, it'd just be. I guess you could do history if you had bonuses to it.
The only one I do is religion, but if not, then history it is. I'm a natural.
Okay. Yeah, so you have the equivalent. I'll fix that for you later on, Wheaters. You have Hernic, and then you have Common. So you only have 2 languages. That is not a lot of languages.
What was the other one? Sorry, I can just add that now.
You have Hernic, and then you
Hernic,
would
okay.
have Theranese, which is Common.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Is Hernic in the list? No, that's why
Hernic is not in the list. Yeah, none of them are. We have all custom languages because D&D still has racial languages, and I love the idea of being born speaking a singular language based on what species you are. It is wild to me.
Sure. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't even need to remember that. I can speak Common and the language I was born with.
Yeah, basically that's it. I don't know. It's so weird when people only have 2 languages, but it's fine. Yeah. So with a 19, due to your experiences in the war before, you can identify this language, which is Gezablish, which is the infernal language. But I'll spell it for everybody. Gezablish.
Does anyone here speak Gezablish?
Nope.
I don't think so.
No.
I think I checked
And
everybody's
nope.
stuff. You should all have languages, but if I haven't done that, then yeah, I didn't think anybody does, but Tom also offers their hand up. I don't speak it either, sir.
And I'm glad to hear that, Tom. To be honest, I'm very happy that nobody here speaks Gezablish.
I can't even read, so
It's unfortunate.
I guess that makes it easier then.
Yes, I suppose I should have been more specific in my question. Can anyone here read Gezablish?
Also, no.
everybody puts their hand up. Can't speak it, but could definitely read it.
Yeah. Well, it would seem, Tom, that this book is rather fiendish. However, I do not know anything more about it. Are there any pictures in this book? If I flip through the pages, is there diagrams at all?
There's pictures, yeah.
Aha! I knew it. This is a comic.
Yeah.
It's just a comic book.
It's a manga.
Well, I mean, I guess it probably could be a kind of manga. So the pictures inside are quite horrible. There are many depictions of violence in various forms. There are also depictions of various positions of debauchery. So there is raunchy parts to the book, but it's all Yeah. And they're very, very, very precise pictures as well. Constitutions.
So we found an evil pornograph.
It's the Devil's Kama Sutra.
Oh yeah, how good are we at these positions? Can we do it?
I mean, it's probably gonna be a
Oh,
dex
I could
check.
do them.
I mean, no, that's just strong. You could just lift. That's not like.
Acrobatics.
It's acrobatics.
Yeah, it'd be acrobatics. 16, 14. Sure, you could do
I'm
some of
double
them.
rolling apparently. I
Oh,
have two
that's-
witnesses. Maybe.
Wow, it's descending. Everyone's getting worse at doing the scenes depicted in this. You know that most of these scenes involve like more than 2 people. So
That's
This
why
is
we're
gonna
getting
be a-
worse
But we
at them.
have 5 people.
this is going to be a group effort right now.
We're doing this in front of Tom. Tom, sorry about this. We had to know.
Tom's blushing.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, this is clearly not a book that. Sorry, I was distracted. What was I saying?
We're all just playing Twister. Demonic Twister.
Demonic twist.
Have a look at this.
Oh my! And he swoons and faints.
Well, that makes things easier. Ransack the place. I mean, no.
Is there anything of value?
You want to do an investigation? Because you can do one of those.
We're
if you
not
want.
ransacking the place.
How did you mention it, though?
No. No. You do not want to take home the taxidermied butterflies. Well,
Probably confiscate
whatever
the
this book is, this is clearly not something that belongs in a house like this. If any, it doesn't. I will keep this with me for the time being, until such a time where I can figure out what it says.
Do you want to take anything else from this place?
Is there anything else in the drawer with
Yeah,
the book?
there was papers with the book.
Oh, I'll have a look at those as well.
Okay. Make a because the text is the same thing. The text is still Gazablish, so make a intelligence check to see if you can work out what the rest of the information on that is saying.
Unless it's religion, it's 0, so I'll just do that.
Yeah. With a 7, no. The diagrams seem like there are pictures and stuff on here that seem just very weird. Like they obviously relate to something. You can see some that are like the shapes drawn, and some of them are like pictures of collections of animals and things like that. They're very, very strange. You need somebody else to have a look at it if they can decipher what this is on about without
Could
having the
I-
text to explain it.
Could I take a look,
Yeah.
see if it's linked to any religions?
You can do a religion on it if you want.
Sure. If you have any ideas, do take a look.
Oh,
The 13, you know that this will be almost certainly to do with the god Galanastra.
which is?
Wow, didn't even
What was
check.
that?
I'm crying. No, don't worry. Galanash, I'll spell it for everyone. It is the god of violence, murder, and all things to do with just doing whatever you feel.
Anarchy.
Anarchy. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Do what you feel.
Quite
But
the opposite
most
of my religion.
most people, except for very, 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 very specific people, or very, very learned people, perhaps, most people consider Galanastra evil. And life, Galanastra is the number one enemy, as far as you're concerned.
Galanastra has never brought any good into this world, and has taken much of it out. I think that this book and all materials surrounding it must be destroyed immediately.
Would I know much about Galanastra?
Yeah, you would. Like you've been trained in religion, you would know about most of the gods in broad strokes. Do you have a specific thing you would like to know about Galanastra?
What are their practices? Would I know that?
Their practices, like how does somebody worship Galanastra is what you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's probably the least well known of how. Do a religion check on
religion?
this, yeah, because
I presume I would know if I could just answer it. Guess
You-
Oh.
if I have this big enemy.
you would know how people in the past did for sure. So,
Okay.
in the past, Galanastra was like basically there was giant blood cults to her. People would just like find towns and sacrifice entire population at a big literal vat of blood. Very excessive, very over the top, very apocalyptic. Most of your understanding of how the gods are, life is extremely apocalyptic. It's not like on a one-on-one relationship with a god basis. It's like these are sort of continental wars going on with like massive city-sized cults. It's like super over the top, super excessive, very dramatic.
Sure.
For Xander, with an 11, you would only really know of like stories told about Galanastra worshippers. You've probably never ever met one. But generally, the rumors are that they find abandoned lonely people and they'll sacrifice them. Like it's lots of sacrificing things to Galanastra. Normally some blood sacrifice is required, is generally the rumors that you have heard, but having never met one, you don't know how confident you could be on describing the religion of that. But I mean, if you want to be very prejudiced, you could also say that too.
Okay.
A god of many sacrifices, yet the room of a man who has, well, taxidermied many insects of small import. Not that any life is of small import.
No, wait, no, don't take my powers away.
No, no. I repent. There we go. Starting with the lesser creatures. That's fair, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like only butterflies he's worked with? Has he worked his way up? Like there were birds, right, as well. Is
Yeah,
there like
so
a sign of larger animals?
so all around you see like pretty much every kind of insect that you can imagine: ants, beetles, butterflies, crickets, all that lot, all the wonderful animals that live in. Then there are quite a lot of like squirrels, bunnies, that sort of stuff, and there are also birds. Probably the largest thing here is like maybe a beaver.
A beaver.
Has
Yeah.
Tom woken up yet? Someone get smelling salts for Tom.
He's still on the. You showed him a very raunchy scene.
That's true. Someone wake Tom up. I need to ask him some questions. I'll wave my sensor in front of his face and the incense will wake him up. Or starve him with oxygen, one of the two.
It'll either wake him up or kill him.
Oh, I know. I can play the horn. Can I just play the horn very loudly?
What, like a vuvuzela in his ear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
Oh
go.
my God.
Okay. You
Wait,
do
wait,
it.
wait. I want to do a performance to see how good it is.
Well,
Unless
if
we're
it's
gonna
if it's
deafen
gonna
him
be
as well.
It's a good one.
oh, okay. It doesn't sound like a vuvuzela then. Yeah, you blow a loud
It's a war
horn,
horn.
and Tom's like, "Oh, what happened? What were they doing? Oh my lord, what is happening here? Ow."
terribly sorry, Tom, but you passed out for unknown reasons.
Well, you were showing me.
No, Tom. I wish to talk to you about your roommate's work.
What do you mean his work? Also, like I told you the last time, Metallic Man, he's not my roommate.
Right, yes, of course. Terribly sorry. I'm from a different time. So, I mean to ask about the progress your husband has made on his taxidermy.
Well, he's been very good. He's been doing it for years now.
Yes, but how did he begin, and what kind of progress has he made more recently? For instance, I'm drawn to this beaver. Is this a more recent piece of work?
I mean, I don't think it's more recent. I think he did that one would have been 2 summers ago.
I see. But has he always been particularly fond of working with insects, or has he moved on to larger animals more within the last, say, couple of months?
Well, I mean, his interests change time to time. Sometimes he finds a good bunch of insects around, and he wants to get the cases of them. If he finds a new species, he's always very interested in that. I mean, I think I mean, they all look very similar to me, but he tells me that every single one is a different kind of animal, which is, well, I think it's quite impressive. I didn't know there were so many kinds of insects around. Although not all of these are from the North Coast. Some of them are from down south in Palmouth. That's where we met. Um, oh, how many years ago would it have been now? Oh, I should know this. Is very cheeky of me not knowing how long we've been together. Must have been about a decade now. I was down there taking some helping with one of the caravans.
Did you visit the counting machine, perchance?
The counting machine?
Yes, the counting machine of Palmouth. I hear it breaks when you ask it to divide by 0.
I don't think I saw that, but I mean, there's lots of strange goings on in Palmouth.
Must have been a more recent addition.
Very probably. I have not been down there since.
Ah, I see. I've been meaning to pay it a visit, you see. But anyway, I got sidetracked too easily for a robot. That's good to know. Thank you. So there's no changes in his recent habits that we should be aware of.
Not as far as I've noticed, but I'm not very good at all of these things. All these butterflies, most of them look the same to me, so.
Just gonna passively roll an insight thing there. There we go. I haven't a clue.
Nope. Not
Well,
a clue.
well, I see. Well, I need to tell you what we found here, Tom. Your husband has been keeping in this desk a book written in Gezeblish. We are not able to interpret it ourselves, but from the papers and the book itself, it seems that these are, well, to do with the god Galanastra.
You can't say that name here.
Okay, I won't do it again. But, well, saying the name, and there's this book here, bound in some kind of exotic leather, and with these diagrams, which I'm not going to show you again, of course. I'm afraid that ownership of such things, I believe, is indicative of someone going down a rather dark path. I'm afraid
Are
that your
you
husband may
in
need
less
my
than
attention.
subtle ways trying to wait, my husband needs your attention. What are you trying to say?
I believe that your husband may be... wait. It's got nothing to do with the diagrams. Well, it kind of does, but not those diagrams.
You come in here, you show me those diagrams, and then you say that you got to take care of my husband. What are you
They're your
playing
husband's
at?
diagrams.
Well, he's never tried anything like that. I can tell you that for sure.
Why does he have them? Maybe he's just enjoying the book. Maybe he's not doing anything fiendish. No, I don't believe that. Tom, whatever your husband is up to, he treads dangerous territory, and I must release him from this.
You need to relieve him.
He must be relieved.
Relieved of this curse.
Oh no.
Going down this path will lead him to build up more and more repressed thoughts until it finally spouts forth in some kind of nightmare,
Viscous manner.
viscous manner of death and destruction.
Tom's just
I
like
think he's saying that the book is bad news.
Well, I mean, I don't know where he's got that. He's been doing this since before I met him. He was his work down in Palmouth was collecting all these animals. He's a bit of an intellectual. So I don't know what this book's got to do with anything. Maybe he's just reading up on the subject. I don't know why you think that there's something.
My friend Tom, look at the candles.
Well, I mean, I admit they are a bit unusual, but I mean, and sometimes you get funny colored candles. I mean, I bought some the other day, and I swear they made purple light.
My friend Tom, it's a pentagram of candles.
Well,
Of candles which changed color. Look, I extinguished one of the candles.
yeah, they're still red.
Oh, they're still red. Ah, I was wrong. Interesting. Well, my candle's still a normal flame color, right?
Yeah, your candle didn't change color.
If I take one of the red candles out and put my candle in its place, does it turn red?
Nope, it's just a normal candle.
You know what, Tom? You may have been right. These are just colored candles.
Well, now you
I
should have
don't
a cool
believe
red
it.
candle.
See, I told you they're just red candles.
This is fascinating. Can
I-
I investigate the candles?
It's a very suspicious mind that breaks into people's houses and then sees 5 candles in a very specific pattern that are glowing red, and then assuming the worst. People
a
these days are always jumping
You're
to
right, Tom.
conclusions.
Sorry.
And
I
a
walked
book
in a-
made of flesh in the
Breaks.
drawer.
I
Well, I
walked in a
mean-
room where there was a fiendish presence and red candles in a pentagram with a demonic book, and I just assumed demons. What kind of fool am I?
This was just the party room where they play Twister.
Spicy
Exotic
Twister.
Twister for sure.
Uh,
Can I, like, investigate the candles? Are they just colored candles?
you want to investigate the candles?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I imagine they are.
Yeah, I'm interested by these candles. I
They're
want
just
one.
colored candles.
Yeah, they're red candles that have red flame.
Wait, I want one. I'm gonna do one.
Novelty
Oh,
candles.
damn it.
Yeah, let's look
I've-
at the candles.
Okay.
Can you can I do like an Arcana check on them or something?
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check. Also, if you're investigating, there was a drawer filled with these red candles.
Oh.
Ooh.
Can I?
Excellent.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's look in there.
May
Go
I
through the
take
other
one of
drawers.
these candles? I couldn't pay you for them if if you don't want
I
to part
mean-
with them.
I suppose you could give me a copper for a candle, and with a 6 Arcana, you can't detect anything magical with them at all.
Cool. I'm gonna just quickly do that exchange for the candle.
Okay, you have a red candle.
I'm just gonna put it in my bag.
We check if
I'm gonna
it's
keep it.
Arcana as well.
Yeah, you can Arcana it. With a 17, they are not magical. They are just candles.
Just regular old
it-
candles.
But it glows red.
Yep.
It's just red candle.
I have a medieval glow stick now.
Must be some chemistry.
Yeah,
Must
that's
be.
all it is. It's just you put a thing in the candle that makes it glow red. It's as
It's
simple
just a
as
novelty candle.
It's unbelievable. I swapped my candles back around.
I'd like one of these too. It's great.
people discovering you can change the color of a flame by changing what's burning.
We didn't have this in my day.
Listen, I live a very simple life.
You should wait till you
You
find out
think
about
of the
green
pranks we could
candles.
pull on people with
Oh,
evil red candles.
What
I'm
like
gonna have an
this?
RGB candle set.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Oh,
what you
dear.
need to put inside Life. Life needs to get RBGs.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
beg your pardon.
There's RBGs in the past.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm having a look through the other drawers at this point. See what else is about.
The bottom drawer is filled with very, 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 very precise cutting and pinning instruments.
Of course.
And they are all very clean. Oh, there is also there'd also be a jar in there of a clear, like it looks like water jar of something, but with like a lid on it and sealed and stuff like that.
Oh no. That jar of suspicious liquid with the Kama Sutra book.
No,
It's
I
very
just said
clear,
it looks like water.
This man's
That
got
doesn't
some
preclude
issues.
it from being lube.
Oh, true. Well, I mean, you can test it if you want.
No. No. I think we've
Right.
done. I think we've done
I-
enough opening of things.
Also, I would like to point out that I said that the book was half very violent things and the other half was debauchery.
Yes.
It's not all
Tom.
horny.
Hang on, let me show you a different part of the
Oh.
book, Tom.
I mean, oh god, I don't think
You don't. You can buy a book and only pay attention to half of it.
That's true. Are you showing him one of
First point, Jack?
the more graphic violent scenes, Life?
I find one that's less graphic violence, if possible.
Okay.
But yes.
He looks at it and you see him like sort of like gag.
I'm ready to catch Tom if he falls over.
No, he's just kind of gag. Oh, that's no. Oh my lord. You're welcome to
I
that
close
book.
the book.
Yeah, that seems like the wisest course of action.
Yes. You see, Tom, I'm going to need to take this book and the associated papers with it. My concern, though, is how your husband came upon these. And
Well, I
what
mean,
he will do if
all
they
his
are gone.
papers and books, he's had them since. Well, I mean, obviously the papers, he's written some of them since he's been here, but all his books, he's had these 10 long years.
Where is your husband now?
Oh, well, I mean, he can go for a few days at a time, mine, because sometimes it takes a while to get these specimens. But I think he said he was going eastward, if I'm remembering rightly. He said that he saw there was a new bird he hadn't spotted before. It got blown in by these storms that we've been having.
So he'll be heading, well, in the direction of Hillockmouth.
Oh, I don't know if it'll go that far, but yes, that sort of
Yes,
direction.
Yes.
Isn't that the same direction the estate was in?
Yes. Yes, vaguely. Yes, they were both that way. You see, Tom, here are my concerns. Your husband has a book of essentially murder. We cannot allow it to remain here. However, what will your husband do once he realizes it is gone?
Well, I mean, I imagine he'll get into one of his tempers probably because you've sort of stolen his stuff, and he doesn't like his stuff being moved around. But that's fair because his books they're very expensive, so I understand that he doesn't want anything to get damaged. So I don't expect he's gonna be best pleased, but I'll try and explain that maybe he didn't know that this is what it was.
His books, you say? What other books does he have?
Or will he take them with him? He
Hmm.
keeps his books with him because he has to write down notes when he finds all these new animals. Because sometimes he doesn't have
Yes.
all his tools on him, so he has to make a note of
Yes.
where they are.
I see. I see. Hmm.
Hmm. The mystery. Did anybody
Hmm.
else look at the notes, or was it just you? The piece of paper? Were you the only one that picked them up?
I'm the only one who's rolled for them. I have said anyone else can look at them though.
Burn
Oh
them.
no, someone did another check on them, I think. But
Yeah,
that was a
I did
religion
my
check for what god it was.
religion.
Right, you did religion. Yeah. I remember.
So, team, would you like to take a look at these lovely notes of mine? They're not mine. They would never be mine. They must be destroyed.
And they aren't lovely.
I am curious
I don't
if
I
anyone
don't
can
feel that
discern what these notes are instructing someone to do, if that is what they are doing.
I don't feel that my insights will be helpful on this.
Yeah.
I would appreciate an attempt.
Very well, very well.
It will be you can do religion, you can do history, or you can just do a general intelligence check if you don't feel like either is applicable to your particular skill sets.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much the same roll all around, so quick.
21 and an 8.
Damn.
Okay, so with 21, Railsar, you can see that between the papers, you can't read them obviously, but you can start to work out that they're describing a map and they're describing areas on a map. And then once you realize that and you're looking at pictures, you can see that there is pictures of stones, like stone circles, or menhirs, like individual standing stones, and stuff like that is being depicted, and attention is being drawn to where their locations are. And you are smart enough with a 21 to be able to work out. Where's the color? I gotta make it red so you can see it nice and clearly. Oh my goodness, why is it like this? Is that as small as I can get it? No, surely I can get it smaller. There. Okay,
Out to sea?
this is absolutely awful.
I can always go back out to sea, don't worry.
Okay. Why is it making it so big? I don't understand.
Tom, when he saw the book.
Oh no. Oh no,
Oh
Tom.
no.
Why can't I select this one? I'm crying. Okay, here we go. Nope. Oh my goodness. Why is it only changing the size of it? I just want to move it, please. Why? I'm crying. There we go. I got it.
Success.
They should be just like 3 dots, but apparently it's very hard to draw 3 dots in this program. Like I can do like this, I can make lines, but I can't like actually just draw a dot. Okay, so Sim, you can see that they're pointing to 3 areas in the local vicinity where there are standing stones, and you can see that 2 of them have been crossed off.
Uh-oh.
Although I will say this is gonna be Is it gonna get mad at me again trying to do this? Although this one is actually a little bit further inland. It's not directly on the coast. It's like a little bit further inland. That's as good as it's getting. That's as good as it's getting. It's not on the coast. It's a little
Challenging.
bit far. Yeah.
There
You
is
get a
such a
rough
thing
idea.
as close enough.
Yeah.
So,
Um.
am I right
yeah.
that we're
Well,
currently
this is
south
clearly a map.
of Bright Vale?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we like
So we are potentially
Around here
quite
somewhere.
near to this
Oh.
one at the bottom here.
You're nowhere near that far south. No. If you look at the
Oh.
scale, everybody, you will see.
Ah,
Oh,
right.
are we literally like right here?
Yeah,
Like,
you're
Yes,
like
we are
you're
like-
like
the town.
you're like
we were like
right
3
below
miles
the
south.
dot. Yeah. Yeah, very funny story about the map is the day that I realized the scale of maps in fantasy is very, very weird. And this is way more like realistic in terms of the distances between places.
Yeah.
Jeez,
It's-
according to this
Most
scale,
places aren't within 2 miles of each other.
Yeah.
according to this scale, these dots are like a mile across.
Yeah.
Bigger than that.
Massive.
And they keep changing shape every time somebody tries to move them on the map. Yeah.
How could we miss an altar so big?
Yeah, and you can see from the pictures, Sim, that what seems to be describing is the or gathering certain things or doing something specific at these locations, and then 2 of them have kind of been scored under to indicate that they've probably been done or like they followed the instructions, kind of thing.
Right. Well, that's probably not good. What's that?
I'm afraid to say that this must become my priority. I will head immediately to this most northern area.
His husband went east, right?
He
Yeah.
could be heading there right now.
Yeah, he could be heading there, or he could have just done the well, no, it wouldn't be crossed off, I guess. This one's not back yet. Interesting. Yeah, he must be heading to the last one.
Dun, dun, dun.
How far away was the estate?
The
based on this map?
estates? On this map, so basically it's about 10 miles, but for the purposes of this map, I would have to draw a dot. It's basically you want me to draw another dot, don't you? Hang on. Let's see if
Yes,
it's gonna let me.
Give
On
me a
the
dot.
way is what I'm getting.
We
Yeah,
settled
just
for an
On the
arrow.
way.
It's here. It's vaguely in this
Oh
blob.
god.
Yeah.
Somewhere approximately there.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So they're relatively close to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a good 5-hour walk to where people have described the estate is, assuming that the rain doesn't slow you down or the road's not washed away. And you could probably assume that it would be, if you followed along the road, it would probably be like maybe 6 hours, 7 to the area approximately marked on the map. But that would be taking the direct route rather than kind of trying to pick both on your way past, which will probably take longer trying to
Right.
get both because it's a little bit out your way. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Now, from my point of view, there is no urgency to going to deal with this smuggling when it comes down to Galanastra being present here. Thanks, Tom, by the way. I don't think we need anything more than from you.
okay. Well, you make sure you don't do anything to Garen. Okay.
I will do all I can to make sure that he is returned to you on a path that will lead
In
you
one
both to a
piece.
better life.
That wasn't very comforting, but Thank you.
I thought it was ideal, to be honest.
How-
But
how-
okay.
How about this? If he doesn't try to hurt us, we won't hurt him.
Well, I mean, he's never really hurt anyone before, so I don't think that's very likely. But I'm sure this is
Well,
all just
then
some
there you
misunderstanding.
go.
I mean, he did hurt 700 million animals and insects and stuff, but
Well, I mean, that's just study, isn't it? It's hurting animals.
Excuse me.
But
I
let's
think that
let's not
as long as he
discuss
doesn't
this
graduate to
any
studying
further.
hurting humans, he'll do
Hold
fine.
me back. Hold me back.
All I can think of is every single time you read a news article that's like, lobsters feel pain, scientists through. Like, great, thanks for that.
Here's a better one then. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
That's what you should
Huh?
do for everyone. So
That's
that
what
is
we
much
do
more
for
comfortable.
everyone.
That is actually all I do. I maybe do that too
Out?
much.
So, are you departing Tom to live with the red candle room?
Could I just have any other people read through the actual book to try and figure out what its general theme is?
I
It's
mean,
a
you
big book,
can.
but maybe there's an introduction. Maybe there's a
Yeah,
contents page.
Is there an
Maybe they put the
index?
handy introduction in common.
This book is all about leading you down the path of murder. Please
Is there a glossary in
enjoy.
the back few pages?
I don't want to touch the devil book. I don't want to get devil.
I can just hold it up for you if you like.
A
You
dedication.
just see smoke coming off of Life's hands as he's holding the book open for you.
Ow.
If you don't know how to speak the language in this, please refer to the appendix.
Anyone can do an intelligence check if they want to see if they can work out something about the book.
Here's the first pictures, and then it moves on into this. Maybe there's a development pattern you can spot here.
I'd hope not. I know.
Ignore the second half of the book.
With an intelligence, 10.
No.
No, I mean,
Oh,
wow. This is
You're the
impressive.
dumbest
Oh, that was a nat 1. That was a nat 1. Let's go.
Beautiful. No, it doesn't seem
You
very
can't tell
obvious
anything.
There it
what
is.
the connection between any of the parts of this book are. There is not a contents. There is not a glossary. There's not an index. There is just pages with text and diagrams.
Does it seem like it lists the author of the book anywhere?
If you look on the side of the book, the spine, you see that there is more writing there, but it doesn't. It's not
does it have a bookmark in?
Yeah, it was a page bookmark.
Has he folded the corner of one of the pages? Like a
Oh, that
monster.
would
Oh,
that
now
would
I'm
be
definitely now I'm definitely not helping him.
that would confirm him as a worshipper of Galanastra. The ultimate evil is dog-earing books. No. There's nothing like that. There's no marker to indicate which page was last used, kind of thing.
Do you know, I've just been thinking. I hear that red light is useful in darkness because it helps you preserve your night vision when you go back into complete darkness. So when working in such things where a strain on your eyes in these conditions would be a problem, then it makes sense to use red lights. I've been thinking about the candles all this time. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, totally
Nerd.
normal use for the candles.
Now, who votes I destroy this book?
No, I want to keep
No.
the book. It's a religious book.
Well, you're
I
not
need
having
the
it.
book.
I'm
You
having
should-
it. It's mine, regardless. It's just whether I destroy it. I'll think about it.
It's my own,
My
precious.
I should destroy. I'm being corrupted. Oh no!
What if
I
I
should-
keep the book?
I should destroy this, but I must ask, Tom's roommate, what it's about.
Just as you like left the thing, you just saying that to walk down the road, and Tom shouts out from the door, "He's my husband!"
Yes, yes. Sure he is. I throw the book away and I'm off.
Okay, I'm pocketing that book because I want to keep it.
What? It's
Yep.
my book. I've got the book. I just said I've got the book. You cannot
Oh,
have
you
my
said you threw it away.
No, I didn't throw it away. I stowed it away.
He said he put it
Oh.
away.
I stowed away.
You try to
not throwed
pickpocket the
away.
book.
I do want the book.
The options were stow or destroy, not just leave it on the ground vaguely near where I took it from. They'll
Like
never
stow now,
suspect
destroy
it would be
later?
on. They'll never suspect it would be on the path outside their own house. They'll never find it.
So it is evening, like it is getting onto nighttime. What is the plan? Do you wish to proceed towards the thing and camp along the road, or do you wish to return to town and leave tomorrow, or speed along at night? What's going on here, gang?
I think for safety and because it will not cost us any time, we should stay in the town. I don't need much rest, so we'll be up bright and early tomorrow.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yep, yep. Sounds good.
Yeah, we do that then.
Yeah.
So you head back to town. You head back to your inns. You're all at the same inn, right? Well, I guess
Yeah,
Life
I
isn't
think
because
so.
Life hadn't arrived yet. But
Yeah, I
Life can
I
just sleep outside.
I don't need a bed. I'll just stand out in the square.
In the middle of the square.
My rest action is apparently I must spend at least 6 hours in an active motionless state rather than sleeping. In this state, I appear inert, but I'm not unconscious, and I can see and hear as normal.
well, there you go.
Standby mode.
Just
Or
like the
it's just
creepy
really
statue
boring.
in the corner of the tavern.
It's what is it? Sentry's rest, and I will be doing a sentry's rest in the middle of the town square.
And enter the nightmares of all the children in the town.
Yes, forever. as I leave the book in front of me and stare at it for 6 hours. I brought the demon book to town. No,
Yeah,
that
just
will stay
ask
in my
people
pack.
in town. Can you read demon?
Yeah, I put up a cardboard sign next to me saying, "Can you read this book?"
Everybody avoids you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's everyone doing resty times, or do you just want a resty time?
I think I just want to rest.
Yes.
Yeah, just
I haven't
rest.
done anything.
Yeah, rest, I guess. I don't need to
Okay.
regen anything. but-
I didn't know if anyone wanted to break into any houses, do any murders, just start giving them
Just
the
in
off.
case. I will be at the end of my 6-hour rest going and knocking on all of their doors in the inn, regardless of how long they have slept.
Wow. Okay.
How long do you have to rest for a long rest?
You have to have 6 hours sleep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it
Because
That's
was
fine then.
It's 8. The reason why it's 8 is because everyone does watches and it's 2 hours. You're supposed to break it up into. Wait, hang on. Actually, that's true. You might not need. I don't remember. I know it's 4 for elves. I'm pretty sure it's 6 for everyone else because you can do watches as well as your regular rest, which is 6 hours. I'm pretty sure that's
We
what
don't
it
need
is.
a watch anymore.
No, but you
We have
will
a
do in the
sentry.
future. Oh, that's
Well,
true.
I can do that,
That's true.
Yeah.
provided I'm there.
Yeah.
And not off pursuing this demonic book further in the future.
Okay. In your 6 hours, by the way, Life, of looking at the book, where would your thoughts have gone?
Hmm.
And everyone else, you can complete your rest whilst we're working out what Life was doing with the book. So if there's anything that you do.
I think what I would be trying to figure out is whether there is any kind of connection between what's happening in this book and one pursuing taxidermy. Like, in a sense of, is there anything in it which is seemingly indicative of killing animals as some way of pleasing whatever the book is trying to please?
Okay. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
17? Yeah, you're fine. You don't really get any, like, you can't really see the connection. Something about the words just isn't, it's just not clicking for you.
If that seems like a good thing, but oh shit! Oh, I just opened a different map. I see. That's why that suddenly flashed.
I only need 4 hours, right?
Yeah, because you're elf.
I still need 6.
I guess after 4 hours of rest, just head out, see what life's doing in the middle of the town.
Well, you can't
My
do like
eyes are red.
exhaustive activity, but yeah, you can see in the middle of the town. You can see that Life is standing there with the book in front of Life, just looking at the book.
I'm able to like actually look through the pages, or literally just stare at one page.
Well, I mean, he's motionless, right? So it's like
Right?
the
Yeah.
pages aren't moving, so it's one page.
Yeah, it's
Just to
probably
hope
even
for a strong
closed.
breeze.
Yeah, I probably just left it open somewhere in the middle. And I'm just like trying to see if it does anything.
Yeah.
Have you figured anything out yet?
Am I feeling any corrupting effects from it?
No, not feeling anything from it. You're just not. Nothing's clicking. Nothing is clicking. It's not showing you meaning or anything like that.
I've got nothing from it.
Hmm. Perhaps they were just wanting to use it for weird methods of sacrifice of animals.
I mean, yes, that's what I'm concerned about.
Their intentions might be harmless. Just thinking it would help them learn taxidermy.
What about the other elements of the book?
Well, you just don't have to pay attention to that part.
One would hope.
Do
That's
No.
the
you
page
need
that he's
someone
got
to
open.
turn the.
That's the page I've got open, yeah. It's
Do
the
you
one
need
that
someone to
made.
help you turn the pages right now?
It's the one that made Tom faint. Yes, sure. For the last 2 hours, you may flick the book through for me.
Okay.
Sure, I got nothing better to do.
Are you also going to be looking at the book for an extended period of time?
Yeah, I'll have a look at the pages.
And what is going through your head as you're looking through the book?
Hmm.
Where do your thoughts wander?
I'm not entirely sure. Probably just like curious. I guess, yeah, of like how this could at all relate to taxidermy.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw. No, nothing seems to click. There's nothing really there that's seems very, very weird how this would relate to taxidermy. This just looks like violence and sex, basically. That's basically all this book looks like to you, with lots of very scribbly writing all over it.
Before we leave, I wish to stop by Hope's. Maybe he has a what was it? Gezeblish dictionary.
I doubt they would have something like that in this
Ooh.
town, but
Gesablictionary.
Yes.
we could give it a look, I
The,
suppose.
Okay,
the
so
Gesablictionary.
you good hope. You're just gonna straight up ask for a Gezablish dictionary.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
let's do it.
Hope kind of like, well, it's not something we normally would carry. I could get it on order from
Amazon.
Durnenland.
From Amazon.
Yeah, from
From
Amazon. But
It's
if
unlikely we would be there that long.
if it's very urgent, you could go and talk to the druid.
Oh?
Well, you know these tieflings. They tend to be able to have some sort of knowledge of it.
Ah, yes.
So you can go and find the druid. They might have an idea, but I'm not making any promises.
No, that is great help. Thank you, Hope.
Now, remember, if you need any dictionaries, you need them on order. We don't carry most of them just as stock, but I can get you them.
That's very good. I may consider taking lessons in Gesablish at some point. It seems like something I would do well to learn if it's where my dealings will be heading. But for now, your advice will suffice. Actually, how much would it be to get one on order?
Ooh, a gold to hold it and get it delivered. It should take a few weeks. I'll message my wife and my husband and see if they can send one over.
Your wife and your roommate, did you say?
Oh no,
Oh no.
life's missing that word in their internal dictionary.
Well, they you see, even if they can't, one of their spouses might be able to find it too. So
I see.
One of
Well, I
their
would say
spouses.
hold off on making any formal orders at this stage.
I'll ask around for you anyway. I'm sure one of
I-
us has it somewhere.
Much appreciated, my friend. That is all. I need to go and wake up my companions now.
Yes, you were rather staring at a book all day in the square.
Yes.
Not
I don't
very
suppose
normal.
you speak Gesablish at all.
Oh no.
Or can read it, more precisely.
I can take a glance. I know a few phrases.
Ah, you deal in exotic materials from time to time, don't you? Could you identify the leather of this book?
Oh,
Yes.
probably. He pulls out magnifying glass.
And perhaps be able
Oh.
to read the label on it, at the very least.
He reads the title.
Yeah,
or the title, indeed.
or the title.
Well, the leather seems like it's I'd say, well, definitely humanoid. Probably just human, but there may be some little other in there. But there's quite a few of these books. They are all the range a few centuries ago.
Ah, what could you tell me about them?
Well, there was just a phase for about 20, 30 years where people really liked binding books with human leather. Can't say it's my taste, but it was the
No.
fashion at the time. All voluntary, of
Yes.
course. No, not if you're thinking that people were murdered and their skin torn off. No. On death, people wanted their favorite books bound in themselves. I suppose it's the only way you could phrase
yes,
it.
yes, well worded. Yes.
Oh,
This book, does it seem like it's more recently created, or because it doesn't? I mean, does it look old?
He'll flick through the pages. Oh, well,
Yeah, maybe you would. I think
interesting choice of literature here.
it's not mine. I'm borrowing it from a friend.
Yes, definitely.
A friend
Although
asked me to hold on to it.
I definitely have. There's definitely a market for this sort of book.
When you say I was staring at it all night, this is It was a different page.
Ah, yes. Oh my. Yes. Well, the book doesn't seem to be so old, but it's also been very well maintained, so it could be a lot older than it appears. As for the title, it's not familiar with those particular words. I mean, it's certainly Gezeblish, but other than that, I'm afraid I'm not fluent enough. I mostly,
see.
if I encounter it, I will be speaking it, or some of my clients may write their names in Gezeblish, so I can get a rough idea of the right noises to make. But apart from that,
Yes. I see. Well, thank you very much for your assistance.
but I will
It's been
say, when you want this, once you're done with this book, you definitely keep in mind I have many clients who would be very interested in some of these pages.
yes, well, that's my concern, I'm afraid. I'm concerned that this book will need to be destroyed. However,
You see his
I
eyes
must.
just like go wide. No, 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 no. You do not. No, don't destroy this. You. No, 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 no.
There is some devil
Oh.
set off, but I'm holding off for a bit.
Still just looks very defeated, but he still wants that book for profit, not for personal reasons.
Right.
Okay, so you get everybody up.
Wake up.
Imagine if after this we learn the book's title is just like Taxidermy for Dummies.
What?
Yeah, what about the rest of it? Murders.
You see, the trick to taxidermy though is a good orgy. That's the thing that people don't tell
Yeah,
you.
that's the part you missed.
Oh, yeah.
The Horny Man's Guide to Taxidermy.
Yeah, they
the
don't have
murder
the-
pictures were just like diagrams of cool poses to taxidermy in.
Yeah, there's not like a anything to do with like dummies books in this world. All it is a horny man's guide. So all of the books that
Yeah.
are like computing for dummies, it's just really horny.
I have to maintain
Fantastic.
interest
I
sometimes.
figured out how to sell books.
Horny's Guide
Yes.
to Taxidermy.
Okay.
There you go.
Also
Where's
we are
the druid on the map?
Druid
out
on the
of
map. You don't know
interest?
what Druid on the map is, but you know that they
Yeah.
are eastward.
Oh,
It's what you've been told
hope.
previously.
Hope. Just I don't suppose you have a more specific location for the druid. We only know it's eastward right now.
Oh, yes. If you travel along the road, it's probably about 10, 12 miles. You'll see there is a small track that goes off towards the mountains.
I see. So just to make it clear, that's after the tower thing, Burkrist Castle.
Yes. That's much, much further than that. Well, you don't.
Okay,
Yeah, you
yes.
kind of go along the road to get to the estate, but you sort of have to go along the coast a bit. It's
Yeah,
not the main
yeah.
road. It's not been used for many years.
I see. Thank you.
So, as we are about to head eastward, do you want to do the 5-minute break now? So we can go bathroom, all those other things.
Sure, that sounds good.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Seems like a good spot to do the break. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So, everyone, we will BRB. Everyone's gonna go do their bathroom things, all that good stuff. I'll put the BRB screen up, wherever it is. I've lost it. And I will mute everybody, and then we're back in 5 minutes. So everybody in chat, thank you for watching. Go get your peas, go get your water, do all these good things, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. BRB, everybody. Oh, that's gone. We are back, everybody. Let me get to the right screen. So we are actually back. Is Wheatus on the thingy, or is Wheatus not going to appear? Wow! Imagine lounging. Here we go. Oh, Wheatus is loading. Yep, this is what Wheatus looks like. 2 blue squares circling each other. Oh, there we go. 1 Wheatus. Okay, so Sim has popped out, but we know what Railsar is up to, which will be revealed once Sim returns next week. So thank you, Sim. I will. Oh, wait, I haven't unmuted everybody. Oops, my bad. There we go. Everyone's unmuted
Hello.
now. So I believe the discussion was that the plan to carry on is to go towards the Druid.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking at least.
The Darude Sandstorm.
Druid
Because
Sand.
the druid knows things about both of the things we're looking at right now, I think, actually.
The
Yeah, they
stones
did
and the book.
reference the Druid before.
Yeah, it seems like we're at a
Uh,
point where knowing more would probably help us.
I thought they
Also,
knew about the smuggling as well. Uh,
The Druid was mentioned at some point when we were searching for the
oh,
smuggling.
no. Yeah, that was about Era's loss of ability to teleport and what might be going on that could be affecting
Oh,
them.
right. That was it.
Yes.
So they'll know about that as well.
Okay. So that's the plan. Head along the road towards Druid Town.
Yeah. Druid Town, as it were.
Druid Town.
Okay. So it is not. Oh wait, hang on. No. This is the first day of a new day. We get to do the wonderful world of Hog DMing. Can somebody please roll me a D100, please, at the start of the day? This will happen every single day, by the way, in the game. One person gets to.
What?
Go on, somebody.
Okay.
I'm somebody.
77. Okay. So the
I hope
weather
that's not-
today is the rain has kind of stopped. There's still clearly moisture in the air, but it is considerably windier today. So it's very overcast. It's like very sort of damp in the air, but it is now like very windy. Not like
Oh,
Hurricane Force, but
It's fucking windy.
yeah.
It's fucking windy.
My little picture has never been more appropriate.
Yeah, it's fucking windy. Yeah. And just so you know, every single day we will roll for what the weather changes to, because the weather changes according to the roll.
Hmm.
I have a system that I will never reveal to anybody, but know that rolling higher or lower is more extreme.
Of course. Can't wait
If you
for
roll a 1,
100
it's
to be. There's a
raining
hurricane coming
demons.
through.
Can't wait for
Yeah.
one to be a meteorite shower.
That's
Yeah.
not weather. That's not weather.
What do you mean? That's
I'd
space
say it's
weather.
freak weather.
It's bad, yes, but it's not weather. You can't forecast it.
I think you could
You could
forecast that.
forecast it.
But you'd
If the
probably get a
weatherman,
better idea of the forecast than actual weather.
probably actually, to be fair.
You just look and be like, oh, there's going to be a meteor that's going to hit. It's probably going to explode.
Please bring your
Watch
brolly,
out for meteor
because
showers.
Bring a
You
big brolly.
bring a big reinforced brolly in the event of meteor showers. Okay, so you proceed along the road in the effing windy. It's pretty unpleasant, just because it is. Because walking in the wind is not great.
Windy's better than rain.
One might even say it blows.
True.
Best joke I'll have all day.
There we go. That's it. Nemitz peaked.
Well, we
Just
had to
my
peak
big-
somewhere.
My big beautiful mane just flowing in the wind.
Yeah, but it keeps blowing in your eyes too. It's like it looks
Keeps getting in
pretty.
my mouth.
Yeah. It's like
All the
what you.
seaweed I still haven't taken off myself, blowing in the wind.
Yeah, beautiful mane of seaweed. A wonderful fashion accessory. So yeah, you walk along the road for about 3-ish, 4-ish miles, and you begin to enter the wood. You like leave the surrounding farmland. There's not a lot of farmland around this settlement. It's not that big. You begin to enter into the woods, heading along the Great Northern Road towards, in the Hillickmouth direction, but obviously you are not going to go all the way to Hillickmouth, I trust. But yeah, you are in the woods. Is there anything you would like to do now that you are in the woods proper? The path goes straight into the woods. The trees cover the path, so you are inside the woods. Think of every single fantasy movie where the trees go over the road. They are also on this forest. The Gale Chase Forest is. The trees aren't like mega gigantic, but they are certainly taller than your normal trees in real life, and they are generally pine trees, but there is some very, very, very withered and wind blasted like oaks and stuff like that. Some of the hardier deciduous trees. It's quite dense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it'll be less windy in the forest at the very least.
Yep.
True. We are well sheltered.
But it is called what? Gale Chase Forest?
The Gale Chase Forest. Yeah.
Well, I'm not doing anything here other than walking, obviously.
You just stop at the start. I cannot enter the forest.
I've changed my mind.
My one weakness, freeze.
They are anathema to me. I am too much metal, do not like wood.
Technically, I could be made of wood if I hadn't already said I'm made of metal.
True. But you definitely would have got dry rot when you would have got wet rot at the bottom of the sea. It wouldn't have
Makes
been
more
dry
sense,
rot.
that one, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else doing anything as you enter the woods?
Nope. Just
Keeping an
walking.
eye out, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not really any different
going.
than on the road as well.
So we proceed into the woods. The going maybe even a few hundred meters into the woods, the noise of the wind on the trees very much diminishes, and the forest begins to get quite eerily silent. You can hear like some birds maybe, but not like a lot. And it's quite a silent forest now that the noise of the wind has gone.
It would seem that
Spooky.
Gerland has already exterminated all the animals here.
He's taxidermied the whole forest.
You see, he's really been picking up his work in here.
Oh
We were
dear.
too late.
We were too late.
You carry on along until you see that there is a fork in the path. Also a path that leads off to the right.
Just a fork? Someone dropped their fork.
That was a
See,
really
Hog was
good joke. It was such a good joke.
No,
And everyone's just like, eh.
I was just about to say I see Hog was prepared for our fuckery.
But never mind.
Wow, I'm crying.
Do we know which way it is? Or do we have to guess?
Well, no, like
Is
so
there-
you can see the main path of the road that's like 2 meters wide. It's not cobbled, but it's clearly flattened out deliberately. And then you can see there is a little path, like a bike trail off like a path. like a little trackway, and you see that leads off the right to like up towards the mountains. And it would be about the 10-mile mark that you are now at.
Yes, that would seem like the way that we have to go. Come along, we're off-roading now, boys and girls and everyone.
He puts his
team.
wheels on. He puts his heels
Team.
on.
Yeah, put my heels on, change my boots, get my hiking attachments out.
The druid happened to leave a little sign that's like, "Druid this way."
That was what the fork was.
Yeah,
Oh,
the fork.
right.
It's a wooden fork pointing to the druid.
We need to reunite it with the knife that comes in the path.
No, it's 2 forks.
Oh no.
This person eats with 2 forks, not a knife and fork.
That must mean they have a spork somewhere. Some
Fascinating.
true monsters.
What a strange fellow.
Yeah, so you proceed along this little trackway. You have to go single file. I would like everyone to do a group nature check as you're doing this.
As in, we all just do
A
one.
group.
You all do
nature
one,
check.
and then I average them.
Oh.
Bam.
Wow, you're good at nature,
Wow.
apparently.
You know how
Yes.
to nature.
Apparently, I chose the Themberchaud dice.
That's everyone.
Because he came and ate it.
Um. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you average at about 12.5. So, um, with a 12-ish, because I'll round down. You get a sense from the trees as you're walking past them that the trees are responding to your presence. So as you start up this path, the forest, not because this path is obviously a lot smaller, it's like a little trackway, the forest gets closer, and it like the air feels closer around you, and the trees seem closer to you.
Like that they've moved? Or that the path's just like squishing as you go on?
A little bit column A and a little bit column B. You can't tell directly whether or not the trees move. If you look at the trees aren't observably moving towards you, but it sure feels like they are. Like they're no longer like a tree like just there. It's looming at you now.
I'm just gonna keep on walking.
Yep.
Wave politely and keep on walking.
Threatening
Yeah, I
trees.
suppose so. They're just having a look.
Having a loom, having a look. Yeah. So
Shout out to all the trees lurking in chat.
any tree check.
Tree check.
No vibe
Yeah.
checks yet.
You continue up the path. You eventually, ahead of you, like quite far up the slope, you're walking quite up into the mountains, like you're in the hills, so you're going up a slope. You can see the start of a very, very small clearing in the trees, but you can tell that the trees around it are also substantially like bigger. As you're going up this slope, the trees are getting a lot chunkier, and they're also tending towards more deciduous than pine trees as you're doing this, which with 12 nature is not the logical way around trees go. If you go up a mountain, they should tend towards pines, not towards like oaks and birches and things like this. Almost all the trees around here are oaks, though. And they are massive, like 2-3
Like-
meter trunks.
Oh, okay. But they're not like redwood tree massive.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, imagine a redwood, but it's an oak. Like, imagine the scale of redwoods, but they're oaks.
Having just seen a 350-year-old oak tree last weekend, pretty big.
Pretty chonky.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's
And you can
not the
see that
biggest, but it's pretty big.
there's a clearing coming up that's all surrounded by oak trees.
Hmm.
Well, I think we're on the right track.
Yeah, I'd say I'll just keep on walking.
Yeah.
Go to the clearing.
Seems like
Yes. When we arrive in the clearing, I'll walk a little way in and prepare for a vibe check. But we'll see what appears in the clearing.
You're just gonna walk in the middle of the clearing and dab.
Yep.
Okay, so you get to the top of this little path, and you can see this small-ish clearing, and at the center you can see that there is a very, very, very large singular standing stone. It is about 5 meters tall, and it's standing in the very center of this clearing. And then to the back of the clearing, you can see that there is a small stone hut, and there is like some plants growing around, like garden ivy on it, things like that. This clearly looks like a druid dwells here. And as you get to the top of the path, there is a little sort of wooden trellis, like a little wooden frame thing by the door. And I would like, who is in front?
Probably me.
I would like you to make a dexterity saving
me-
throw, please.
Me or Weir's, because I
Ah.
just kept walking.
Yeah. You can make a dexterity saving throw too if you want, Garn, if you're behind.
Yeah, I'm just fine to keep walking, so I'll do it.
Yeah, you can do it too.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
Saving throw?
Okay, so Life, you were in front, you dodge it. Xander, you don't dodge it, and you get hit by an acorn in the forehead.
Wow.
And you look up, and there is a squirrel standing next to a bird's nest filled with acorns, and they are preparing to throw another one at you.
Okay. Can I, in my anger at this stupid squirrel, okay, can I roar at it?
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
It's
You don't need to use
It's-
your ability for this. You can just do a normal roar.
okay. Other intimidation. Where is it? Boom.
Yeah, with advantage. So, again.
I really hope this
Fuck.
fails.
Also
would
another
be
one.
funnier.
It was also a 1? Oh.
I said
So
I was do another one.
With a 12, the squirrel is definitely terrified, and you see that it's like on the
Aw.
branches, its face goes wide, and it like starts to like sort of shake and begin to run, and it loses its balance, and it knocks the bird's nest filled with acorns off the branch, and then kind of like falls back but catches itself on a lower branch and then scurries back up the tree.
I have a satisfied chuckle, and I just I just laugh.
What chuckle.
Serves you right.
And as you have roared, you hear from the other side of the clearing, who is entering my clearing?
I'm gonna hire Weird.
A whole bunch of people. I've walked into somewhere and I'm picking up the accent straight away. Hello.
Oh, just
From across clearing, you can see walking towards you is a green tiefling. She's like pretty tall, like 6 foot ish. And she's walking across the clearing. She's very, very, very clearly a druid. Imagine all the druidy things you want to imagine. Crazy bird nest in the hair, like weird
Oh, no.
nuts attached to the
Excuse me.
her horns and stuff like that. Not like
Oh.
that, Wheaters.
She's got weird nuts.
And she like comes towards you. What a strange ensemble of people.
It is, isn't it?
What brings you to my glade?
Well, we have quite the number of questions, I'm afraid, regarding this area, magical interference, then fiendish books.
What do you know of fiendish things in this?
Very little,
place?
hence we're here. Well, maybe not very little, but quite a little. More than the average person here, most likely. Depends how much the person who does know about it knows, actually. That may really skew the average.
What are
I just
you?
pipe up from the back saying, almost nothing. We certainly can't read it.
What?
Yeah, that.
You had better
Here.
enter my.
Oh,
your-
yes, yeah,
your
we'll do
hand,
that. We'll do this
you're
inside.
thrusting the book towards her.
I
Take
was
my
just
book.
pulling it out of my back pocket, but we'll do that inside. As I was saying, I need to get to the middle of your glade and do a vibe check.
What does that entail?
I'm a paladin, and I do a pose. I do my attuning pose, and I detect whether there's anything particularly good or particularly bad here.
I can assure you that there is nothing untoward in this glade. It is a safe place.
Well, I thought that before, and boy was I wrong. So, it's just habit, you know.
I have never seen your kind before. Where do you
No, but
hail?
wait till you see me do a vibe check. Sorry. I'm from Hernicia.
That is not a town I have heard of.
No, I'm not really sure what's happened to it. I'm out of time, you see, more so than location.
She like looks at you, then looks at everybody else, but like is. And this is not armor that you're wearing, is it?
But some of it is. Like, I could take it off, but it would take a while.
Well, this is a safe place. You do not seem to be bringing the horrors of outside in. I suppose I can allow you to do this check that you wish. Though do not interfere with the stone, it will remember.
It will remember.
And she like goes away from the door to like let you in.
Okay. I guess. Uh, so are we like kind of in the middle of the glade right now, or
You can
just
walk
outside
to the middle of the
house?
grade. Yeah, you were at the like the
Yeah.
start.
Okay. I will walk to the middle of the glade and prepare my dab.
Okay. Everybody else, what do you want to do? She's watching you very intently.
I kind of just want to go up and look at the rock.
Okay. So, do you want to investigate it, or do you just want to look at it like a casual glance?
I'll investigate it.
Okay.
No,
Investigate away.
can I just straight up religion it? See if I can see if there's any stuff on it that I know.
There
Yeah.
he
I mean,
goes.
you can religion it. He's done 2 dabs already, Am.
The double
Oh,
vibe check.
7.
With a 7. This is definitely not conventional religion as you know it. Whatever
I
this
don't
is.
know plant history. I only know human history.
Yeah. When you do your dab by the stone, Wheaters,
Mm-hmm.
you get very, 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 very confused signals The magic which is going into this stone, you can feel that it is part of a line that penetrates into the earth, way past your sense, out into the sky, way past your sense, and it's connected to other lines of energy, and they are all of the different kinds of magical presence all at once.
Not again. I swear I found this once before.
It is an incredibly powerful locus of magic, natural magic.
Hmm.
And with a 7, yeah, you don't have any clue. Everybody else, what you gonna do?
Oh, hold on.
Miles and Diliana. I can
All
never
right, had to
remember.
step away for a moment.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So what do Miles and Ileana want to do? Worst, the robot is dabbing, and Xander is just looking very confused at a big rock.
Aside from being amused by both of these things, I'm just. I suppose someone should kind of explain semi-normally to our generous host here what the hell's going on, more or less.
Yeah.
So I will approach and introduce myself. Hi, I'm Miles. Don't mind Tim, he's a little odd. The dabbing one.
Oh, that is what this. I have seen this on the road. Many travelers have used it, but I have never known its name.
Yes, it's weird. Anyway, so we're looking into a few things in the area. There's this some sort of magical interference that we've been told about by a wizard who wishes that she was less local than she is right now. And so she's asked us to look into that, as she doesn't want to leave her temporary tower, which she's very much settled into. Sorry, I'm rambling, and I'm probably not helping. Sorry. Oh, you had a question?
Oh no, I was just going to comment on wizards are always obsessed with their towers.
Yes.
They are like sacred groves to them.
Understood. And, we've been kind of looking into a smuggling operation to see if we can find some leads that might tell us something about, how this is happening. Because through one way or another, I think we somehow came to the conclusion that the smuggling must be connected to the magical interference. We went to question someone who works at the docks of Brightvale, and found a tome written in apparently some fiendish language that we don't understand. And the shopkeep in town directed us your way and said you might be able to tell us what it is. It's pretty horrible from what I've seen, but yeah.
Can
We're
you
we're
read?
basically short on leads, but I think there was but we think they're headed to what is it? Some sort of stone?
It
To the north?
seems as though you know much of what is going on around here.
And we understand absolutely none of it. Let me just get that right on out there.
Can you read Gezablish perchance?
Yes, I am able to read. You have something you wish for me to read?
Yes. We found
We'd
this very strange book at a
Quite
farmstead.
nasty, actually. If I'm being 100% honest, gives me the shivers.
It had quite the pictures in it, I'll say that. Our
Hmm.
dabbing friend over there, I believe, has it on them.
He's just still dabbing. It's like,
Yeah, try.
Um,
I dab as I'm following the lines of wherever they go, and if it goes left, goes right, trying to follow it along, but then it's out of range, and I stop.
no. Yeah, she'll. Yes, I will read this for you. And in the matters that you have also described, I may be able to assist as well, as I am following many of the same. How should we say? Difficult
Threads?
decisions.
Oh,
But this book you say is a priority.
well, we figure we figure knowing what it's about will tell us something
Well,
about what's going on. Or
in the book, there were 3 locations marked, 2 of which were crossed out. So it seemed like it
rather,
was quite pertinent to figure out
it
what
was
this is
within
about.
notes found with the book.
Yes,
think.
yes, in the notes.
Yeah.
Well, I will read whatever you have. If you. Where are they?
I guess I've approached by now.
Yeah.
Have you finished your vibe
Are you
check
done with your
yet?
check? Life?
Yes. Hello. Your
Okay.
stone is quite connected. I'm curious because we found this devil book, and it was being investigated, and the notes alongside it seem to be suggesting some standing stones. I don't suppose your stone is connected to those in any way.
All of the stones around the North Coast are connected in some way, but I believe I know which stones you may be referring to. There has been someone I do not yet know. I do not have a name or know the person responsible, but somebody who has been contaminating the stones.
Well, we believe that we probably have knowledge of that person. Their name
Ooh.
is Tom's roommate, and they.
That is a very strange name.
Oh, it was Galland. Help me out here, team. I still haven't made a note of this.
There you
The
go.
one thing.
Garen.
Garen. Garen. It's a man named Garen.
A man named Garen. This is not somebody that I am familiar with.
No, he does not seem to be a particularly powerful individual, just a man who came upon a powerful thing.
They
Here
particularly love
is.
taxidermy.
Yes. Probably wouldn't be friends with you, nor friends with me.
Had some very exquisite tastes.
Certainly not friends with that squirrel.
Oh yes,
He had some very fancy candles as well. Anyway,
Yes.
here's the book that he had, which I hold up.
Do you give it to her or just hold it at her?
I just hold it at her right now. I'm just
Okay.
displaying it.
Yes, that looks like it probably contains quite a lot of Gezablish.
That certainly looks like a book, doesn't it?
What is the
well,
title of it?
yeah,
Oh.
it's this title on the spine here. Are you able to read it?
She looks at it and then looks at you all. Yes, I am able to read the title of that book.
Okay, how literally is this conversation going to be taken? Because I can adapt.
No,
I
that
can.
is not the reason for my peculiar response. It's
Well,
that I do
okay.
not wish to say the name of that book.
Ah, fascinating.
Yay.
What can you tell us based on the title? I held it out to
I
her,
can
just
tell
where she
you
can
that
take it whenever she wants.
tome contains great evil.
I
It
thought so.
is the work of a mad mind in service to the Red Lady.
Yes.
This book you found with this individual, you know for certain that they were practicing its contents or that they were a misguided student?
Well, that we don't know. Perhaps the notes that accompanied this book could reveal it. But those were also written Gezeblish, I hope at least, otherwise I would have thought we'd have read them. Here, have the notes.
We've been able to discern a couple of details from the diagrams and illustrations, but um, we're still missing a lot of. We're still missing a lot. I suppose is the fairest thing to say.
Yeah, you hand her the notes. This is terrible. This is foul. Yes, I understand what these notes are describing. It is vile magic, but it seems as though this individual that you have found wishes to communicate something to the servants of the Red Lady. They are committing desecration of the watching stones, as they are called. There are many scattered around Threaten, but these three in particular, they create a harmony that can be twisted to ends that I would see not to be completed, although it seems as though this person very likely will be able to complete this quickly. If they are able to contaminate the last stone, they will be able to communicate with one of the Red Lady's servants. Which one? It does not appear that they are named here, but I am sure that the name will be in that text somewhere. They are
Darn
trying to
it.
summon some sort of devil, if that was not clear.
Okay, well that's a detail that is pretty important.
I see. Well, it would seem then that we had best hurry our way there.
Hmm.
Fortunately, we have more questions for you.
Good.
Would you be willing to accompany us in order to hasten the time? It seems you would like to put an end to this as well.
I can accompany you. You said you had other questions before we leave, though. Are they pressing?
Not as pressing as this, it would seem. The questions that we ask relate to the magical artifacts well, the magical substances being smuggled into the town and the potential impact that is having on all magic in the area. But it would seem that putting a stop to that is not time
Yeah.
sensitive, or at least not as.
Not as pressing.
You think the
Yeah.
two could be related? Could messing with these stones interfere with magic as well?
Though it already has, I know that for certain. The web which traverses the world is sensitive to manipulation. And around the town of Brightvale, it would seem that the web has been torn. It does not function as it should do. Someone has changed the properties of magic. And it is entirely possible that this corruption of the watching stones has caused such an effect.
Well, maybe the smuggling wasn't the problem after all.
Maybe we need not deal. Well, no, we should deal with that, but not now. We must.
Smugglers can wait.
We can
gotta
walk
stop
and
it.
talk.
Yes, we gotta stop a demon from being summoned into the here.
Here, yes, here.
Yeah. I was gonna say into the world. Well, it's a big world. Here, yes, this particular part we're in now.
M, can you make me an Arcana check, please, whilst you're having this conversation?
Sure. Oh,
It
was almost a 19. I cry.
You cry? Aw. So nothing weird. She goes and collects her stuff and like begins to ready with you.
Let's be off. We'll
Yeah.
talk more about all this shit once we dealt with the main issue.
Just make some idle chat along the way. So do the trees around here move?
I stow the book and papers back away.
Yep. She
I'll hold on to
says,
this for now.
"The forest here protects those who tend it. It is not happy when newcomers cross the threshold. It is unsure of how you will behave."
Ah, yes. I learned that the hard way with one of the squirrels.
A small lump on the
Yeah.
forehead is
that's-
pointed to.
Hazel
Yeah, like
can
a
be
comic.
little zealous in her protection of this glade. But she means well, I assure you.
Yes, the shout you heard was an exclamation of pain from my friend here.
They were in true agony from that.
Very well. If you proceed to the entrance of the glade, I must attend one matter before we leave.
Very good.
Yep.
We'll do that.
Sounds like a plan.
You see that she goes over to the standing stone, and you see that she draws a pattern onto the stone. You can do a perception check if you wish to see what pattern it is.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Sure, I'm a nosy bugger.
Well, I was watching anyway.
I was barely watching.
Oh, is that everybody?
Yep.
No, we're still missing. Xander hasn't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't do a perception check.
You press the perception button, Gone.
Where is it?
It's under P for perception.
P.
Between
P.
nature
I
and
found it.
performance.
With a 16 and a 19, Ileana and Xander, you recognize it. It is a Triskel, which is one of those weird, ye olde shapes that is a spoked lines coming off a center that make a like a
Triskelion.
Triskelion, yeah, or a Triskel.
Okay.
And you see that she does this onto the stone. It glows green, and then it fades away. And then she comes over to you.
Cool.
Quick, we must head northward. The forest will aid our travel if I accompany you. Also, I suppose if we are to travel together, I should introduce myself. I am Aranaki.
You're what?
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
There you go. Always with a spell. Always do a spelling.
Yep.
Yeah. And you proceed northwards. It is going to take several hours of travel. Is there anything you wish to discuss along the way, or?
Well, yes.
Well, whilst you're working out which questions you wish to ask, as you're going along, when she treads through the forest, you can see that when there's particularly dense, like a trunk in the way or leaves in the way, you can see that the branches, the bushes, the trees, they all move out of her way so that she can travel faster.
Nice.
Ooh, handy.
They were not doing that for you. In fact,
No.
arguably now that you're seeing it happen in reverse, they were doing the opposite to you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Classic trees.
Classic trees. Okay.
So, what do you think that this book and what it's aiming for, and the notes, what do you think that those behind it gain from disrupting the stones? Is it simply summoning this demonic servant?
From those notes, this person is seeking an audience to ask for some boon or other. Something they want that only a devil's pact can give them.
Hmm.
And do you think this summoning would fully realize this being there wanting to summon? Or is it more like a projection of them they can interact with?
I believe that will depend on the nature of the entity in question. Most of the most powerful servants of the gods are kept from this world by the firmament, but there are those that are trapped within the world. And if it is one of those, then it could be a very powerful being, and I do not know if it would appear physically or if it would be a projection, as you say.
Yes.
So,
You come here often? Is that what? It sounded like that was where that was
no,
going.
it's a bit more of a nervous
This
question.
forest, you come here
So-
often?
So, what do you think happens if we're too late?
Well, if the person is able to summon the creature and they are able to make their pact, then whatever their pact is will presumably have taken hold. However, that is not to say that the devil will not try to trick them in some way. It is not a certainty that they will get what they want. But it will draw a devil here. And it will take many years before we are able to cleanse the stones.
So, trouble either way, or trouble no matter which way. Gotcha.
Yes. Now, you said that there was some magical smuggling that has been going on that you suspected was responsible for the stones. Do you know what this was?
Oh, yes. There was some magical dust seemingly smuggled in as of the last few weeks. Most of the townsfolk did not want to talk about it or even knew about it, but those were passed off to some smugglers in a nearby estate.
The Burcrest estate.
Yes, that one.
Yes, well, there are many who use that for their nefarious purposes. I try to avoid it to the best of my ability, but it is possible that if they are gathering so much magical material to a single location, that it is contributing to this disruption. But it would depend what it is that they had there and what they were doing with it.
As for the other matters, the magical interference and the smuggling, we're aware that certain items seem to have been smuggled in with great potential magical power. We don't know where these have gone since, but it's whether you knew anything about this.
I do not know of any specific magical items that have been smuggled in. I have not felt their presence. They have certainly not been used to do something to the environment. But the only disruption that I know of directly is, well, there's obviously the stones here that have been tampered with, but the only one is to the west, the forest. It's a more delicate matter. It is to do with creatures from the other world, but the Lady of Flowers has claimed rulership of the forests to the west, which is a problem if you wish to travel there, as she can be quite difficult to negotiate with.
Interesting.
I see.
Is she
The
also a druid?
substance being imported, we've identified it as quintessence. Is there, do you know anyone who might be, well, attaining quantities of that?
That is the rarest of all. There is no substance rather than quintessence. I do not know anybody who is in the North Coast who would have a need for such an item.
Hmm.
And you say that this is in quantity that they are bringing this.
It would appear so.
Yes, there were crates full.
And where would they have acquired such? If there are crates full of quintessence, that's worth more than the kingdoms of Durnenland. A single bag could buy you a castle.
And these were empty bottles that they were seemingly being imported in. If it's worth that much, then perhaps we should pull what remains out of this cork and sell that and live a great life.
Yes, perhaps.
Yes. The bottles themselves appeared to be from Durnenland, but obviously that doesn't really tell us a great deal. It would imply that that's where they've come from, but... Oh no, the ship came from Gallia. Ah, yes. Sorry, just going through my memory rather slowly. The ship came from Gallia, but the bottles were from Durnenland, and the thing that was in there was from... It was in those bottles.
He just taps the side of his
Yes.
head and like fish come out. There you go.
Clearly
Speed it up a bit.
repurposed bottles for helping smuggle this for whatever reason.
This is very. I've never heard of such a great quantity of quintessence in all of my life. I would be very interested to know who it was that wanted such an amount, and it is certain that if that is the amount of quintessence that is being stored there, that would definitely disrupt magic for miles and miles around. Concentrating that much magic in a single place, it is. I do not understand how. Now the connection, and you can see that she's like realizing this is why I did not know about it. The disruption to the web caused by these sacrifices at the stones has obscured everything. They are able to store such a great quantity of magical substance without people realizing because nobody can detect it. The web does not function as it should.
So could they be working together to have done this?
It is possible, but it could simply be a coincidence. I do not know. It would be very unlike smugglers to work with such a dedicated worshipper of the Red Lady. I do not know very many. Even the bravest of thief would know not to befriend one of them.
Hmm.
So without this disruption, their large stash should be like a beacon to everyone else.
A beacon.
A very obvious stash of such magical quantity, yes?
It would be in normal circumstances, yes. but this is obviously not normal circumstances. I had assumed that the purpose for corrupting the stones was entirely selfish. And my knowledge of those who worship the Red Lady is most of their motivations are selfish. So it seems strange to me that they would be using this as a cover for smuggling.
Hmm.
Perhaps.
Well, the man himself doesn't seem to, as in the one going about the stones, does not seem to have any particularly large connection to this lady, other than that they own this book and have notes on what they're trying to do. One wonders whether they have been corrupted by the book in place, leading to this in the first instance. And in that case, what could have caused that? Although, from the husband, it would seem that they own this book all their life. Yet they've gone a very quiet life of not acting on it, if that is so.
Um, do an insight check on her.
Lovely.
Let's just see. 19. She smirks when you said that they've led a quiet life. If this person, this Geran, as you have described, if they have owned this book their entire life, I assure you that they have been practicing this faith for a very, very long time. If it helps, a portion of the title, the word translates to novice. This is an instructional book on how best to serve the Red Lady in
Uh,
all aspects of your life.
Oh god, it is a for dummies book.
It is.
You mean for horny men?
Yes.
The Red Lady requires something that most of the other gods do not. She needs you to dedicate all of yourself to her cause, to total and unfettered freedom is the best way to describe it. Do everything against the order. And this is a book on how you can disrupt the order of things in whichever way you desire.
And people being released from their hold. Have you heard of that occurring?
Released from the holder. Do you think that somebody takes this book and the book makes them do things?
I'm asking if they've been able to stop. It's
No,
not whether
no.
they.
This book is not something that's. When you dedicate yourself to the service of the Red Lady, you create this book, and this book fills itself with instruction on how best to fulfill the Red Lady's needs. It is not. It is not something that you happen upon and then it corrupts you slowly. No, this book is a proof of the corruption.
Yes, one enters into this willingly. That I understand.
And the book
What I'm
writes
asking,
itself as you devote yourself further and further to your belief.
what I'm asking is, are you aware of people who willingly get in? Do they willingly get out? Can
I've
they?
never heard of anyone who has dedicated their life to the Red Lady who was even willing to leave. They see service as a pleasure. It is not some sort of punishment given to them.
I see.
No.
Well, I've covered my bit, covered my ass.
I can now smite freely.
I can use my smites.
Smite away.
I've gotten the permission.
I have smite permissions. Okay, anyone else want to ask any other questions?
No, pretty much sounds like, yep, he tanned that human hide himself. So, yep.
Well,
I feel
Nope.
like there might
We're
be a
going to stop
connection
them
to the
one way or
smugglers.
another.
Maybe they were voluntary still. Maybe he found a human who was like, "Please make me a book."
Oh.
one must try. It is important, though. We
What if he
have
said,
the
"Make me a book," and
understanding.
he took it the wrong way, and he made him literally into a book?
Yeah, I am
What if he
I
just
am an
wanted a
open
book?
book. Yeah, I'm an open book, and then he
Oh.
made him one.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Oh, God. No, that's his first husband. Anyway.
It's like the genie.
So you're going to proceed along. You can tell that it's getting dark by the time you begin to approach where the stone will be.
Mm.
So you're in approach area. How do you wish to proceed?
With a vibe check.
Okay, you're not 30 feet, 60 feet away. You're like 200
Okay.
feet away, so you have the opportunity to do things.
We'll vibe check later.
Yeah. Okay. I quickly have to go sort out my cat because she has a problem with something. So you decide what you're doing, and I'll be back in a minute.
A stealthy approach will not work for
Yes.
me.
Those of you who can stealth can maybe approach separately.
Certainly give it a go.
Those of us who can't can approach stealthily in a different direction. No one will suspect it twice.
And in a different way than stealthily, probably. I mean, we
Yeah,
can
if
try.
if
but-
they're engaged, they have disadvantage on seeing other people stealthing.
I
What
mean,
I'm
I
saying
could just
is-
approach verbally.
I think
However
what I'm
one does
saying is
that.
I can certainly contribute to being an excellent distraction.
I can do what I have to do, and which is diplomacy.
Yeah,
And
yeah. You're going to give them a
Well,
chance. They're going
I've
to...
done understanding. I need to do diplomacy. Patience is also here. However, wisdom can counteract that by being like, oh no, he's summoning a thing. If he summons that, loads of people will die. Better stop it by any means necessary.
Any
You can
means
just-
necessary.
Walk in the front and be the obvious one.
By the means
Have
at
your little
hand.
chat.
Well, I can approach, at least, and do that in my normal way, because, you know, I have disadvantage on stealth, because I'm all armored and stuff.
So
As do I.
Well, we can be the boarding party to say.
Yeah, I can
Stealth in-
try and stealth. Who else
Stealthing
can
with
stealth?
the boys.
I can-
Pretty
I-
much... It might just be you and the druid.
Oh.
Okay. Here's the plan.
Okay.
I can go in and try and convince him. Garn. I've forgotten your character's name. but
Xander.
Xander. What was that one? Xander. Xander. If I give you the book, right?
Yes.
Should I fail, you can threaten to destroy the book to stop him.
Cool. I can definitely do that with holy magic. I assume.
Exactly. I could
Holy-
only do it with the spell slot. I might need those in case other things go wrong. And then, should that also fail, and should it come to it, should conflict be inevitable, the rest of us may approach from the side in stealth, and we will engage.
Yes, the druid and I can lurk nearby.
But do remember, you must not kill unless it is clearly necessary.
Okay, so that's the plan.
Unless it's a big demon thing that gets summoned. That we can do.
Oh, you don't want to
It-
have a
it-
chat with the demon.
Most likely not. Well, it depends on the demon, I suppose. I'll let you know.
Depends how chatty the demon is and how amicable it is to a cup of tea.
Yes.
I heard they do love to chat.
From what we've heard, it will lead to bad things. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Wah, 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 wah. Okay, so you are going to begin to approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is anyone else stealthing or just me?
Just you.
I have disadvantage on it.
Yeah, we all have armor.
I could probably try another angle.
Yeah.
That way it'll be yet another distraction.
Mm-hmm. Well, whoever's
So,
stealthing
yeah, let's
needs
do
to
that.
roll. Everyone who's stealthing needs to roll the stealthing, and then
I'm going
Would
to
you like-
attempt.
Would you like to come along with me, Eranasi?
yeah, she can do stealther. I just got to do
I'm
it.
sure
in
you're
a-
good at hiding in the trees.
Wow.
Well-
Well, there you go. Okay,
Wow.
so you two are hiding. Miles, are you gonna?
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, actually. But you want to? You want to
Wow.
circle? You want to circle around like you want to get on the other side?
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
So, assuming that that Ileana and I just want to call her Erin at this point, are coming from, point A. You've got the obvious approach with those two at point B. I'm coming in from point C.
Okay, so you are
With my
on
best
the
rolls of the game.
like
You are-
left side, right side, middle.
Yeah.
With the obvious people in the middle.
Okay, so you can see once you get within 100 feet. So as you're all beginning this loop around, I will describe the scene to you. So you can see the edge of the forest is probably about 20-30 feet away from you. You can see there is a large glade inside the forest. In the middle of that, there is a circle of stones. There is a it's got a ditch like around it. It clearly looks like a little mini tiny Stonehenge. In the middle of this stone circle, there is a central stone that is on its side like a slab. It's not upright. And you can see that there is a figure moving about the circle, and you can see that they are with their hand flicking red matter, because you're at a distance. I'm not telling you that it's blood, it could just be paint. They are flicking red something over all of the stones. You can see that from 100 feet away, you can see that most of the stones are covered in blood. Or red. Sorry, yes, we're not being specific yet. They're covered in red.
It must be wax from those red candles.
Must be.
Yes, of course. That must be it.
Maybe the candles are made of blood.
Did you ever think of that? Have you ever burned
You
blood
know.
to see what flame it makes?
I don't think it would be
haven't.
red. What
Anyone
color does
checked?
iron burn? Iron burn color.
It's probably just, I don't think it.
Yellow orange, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
normal flame color. What is red? Red is lithium or strontium, either of which I would expect to
They're
find in
trying
blood.
to make a battery.
No, these are. My blood is all strontium. Spoiler alert.
Possibly calcium if it's a really like dark orange. rather
Yeah, the
than
candles are
red.
made of teeth.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, radium.
fit.
That's another one.
Ooh, radium.
Chat, don't burn teeth, please.
Don't burn radium either. Don't even own it.
Don't try this at home.
Don't try this.
Sodium is kind of red.
Wow.
Ooh.
Anywho,
Maybe they're just salty.
as we've established, there are many things that could be in this candle that would make it burn red, but the most obvious one is magic.
Hmm.
Well, we figured out they weren't magical.
Yeah, no, I know. I just like the fact that there was 10 minutes of you convinced that these were magical candles.
Where's
Okay.
the artificer?
So
Don't have
You-
one. Don't have one.
yeah. So you can see the scene. You can see this figure is walking around, and they are splashing red on the stones. So are you continuing your advance?
Huh?
Hello, Garen. I'm here to get you out of this. My name's Life. I'm the android sent by Cyberlife. Fuck's sake. I know a lot of things about you.
I know you
A
like
very
sticking.
particular set of skills.
You like sticking pins in butterflies.
Yeah. I know you like
I know-
sticking pins in butterflies.
I know everything about you. I know you love butterflies.
I know that you have a roommate named Tom.
He stops this ritual. That's my husband.
I knew that would get to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm just making my presence known, basically.
you
with
begin
Hello,
to walk
Garen.
out. You see the hand stop, like flashing blood, and then you hear like he rushes. You see him like the shadow moving around inside the stone circle. Who dares interfere? Who approaches?
You know, with hindsight, I should have asked Tom what he's like, because this seems a bit weird. Hello, Garen. Like I said, my name is Life. I'm a Hernian sent by Tom. I can't get it out of my head right now.
Why has Tom sent you? Tom would not do this. Tom knows nothing of this.
Well, he does now.
Who?
We found your book,
You got a
Garen.
book.
Tom's roommate. We found your book, Garen.
You hear a guttural scream, and then all you hear, like as this scream is happening, is you just hear the sound of a metal blade hacking apart something meaty.
Oh.
And he is just screaming. I am not going to do the scream for the purposes
Oh,
of
okay.
I
Let me see if
will-
I can find one to put in
I
box
will
together.
destroy everyone's ears, but it
Get a
is
Wilhelm scream.
We appreciate you not doing the scream.
yeah, it is a horrible, gut wrenching, like it is the worst scream any of you have ever heard, and you just hear frenzied hacking.
Garen, it's time to stop this. We have the book, Garen. It's here.
And I guess I'll hold the book out when he says that. Not at arm's length, just visible.
How far away from are you at the circle yet? Are you still the edge of the forest?
We've been walking up to them like we're not just standing at a distance.
Yeah.
We're
Just
approaching.
screaming at him.
I think we've all been approaching.
Okay.
I think
okay,
that
okay.
was the plan. Yes?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now that you are like at the ditch around the circle, you can clearly see inside, and you can see this not like, I mean, probably like middle-aged ish half elf man who is absolutely Starkers, is now covered in blood, and you can see him with a quite large knife hacking a body to pieces.
Quick clarification. Starkers. Is he naked?
Naked?
Is he
Yeah.
raving mad, or both?
Why not both?
Probably
Why not both? Okay. Thank you.
And as he sees you now in like proximity to him, you see that he like, and he's still screaming. He's like frenzied. He picks up a like, I don't know, like a hand or something, and he throws it at you with the intent to hurt you. So please make a dex saving throw.
Okay. I wanted to say while you were saying all that, I have my weapons ready.
Should we both do that? Because I'm like right next to ears.
Yeah, we'll see if you get hit. Yeah, you dodge it. I hope this is gonna be the same as before. Oh no, you both dodge it. Yeah, so just like
It's just me every time.
it just flies past, and he's just like he's not coming towards you with the knife. Like he's just like You can see that there is like tears running down his face. He is screaming, like his hair is completely matted with like viscera and all this other stuff, and he's just like hacking at his body and screaming and just frenzied. Like yeah, I mean, I guess you could try and work out what it was, because like I guess there'd be words in the scream too, but it's like it's not pleasant.
No, I think I'm just continuing to approach, perhaps a little bit quicker than before, with the hope of restraining him.
Okay.
I'm probably not going to be there though quite yet.
So you walk into the circle.
Oh no.
Yep.
Immediately, I'm not even going to make you use a use of your thing. There is a very heavy. The air is acrid, like it's metallic. You can get the smell of sulfur on the wind. There is a very heavy presence of fiendish or infernal magic that clings to these stones.
God, I wish we had a wizard here who could maybe like do nothing else but maybe clean things.
Look,
Get
or maybe
this blood
perhaps
up.
a harmless puff of smoke.
A harmless puff of smoke to really clear the air as well.
Right.
Um,
I'm continuing to approach to restrain
okay, you can
But
also see.
as I can.
Mhm.
Before he gets too far, can I just reach out and cast protection of evil and good on him?
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
That
Cool.
seems wise.
Seems very wise.
There you go. There's
Also
your
wise seems like swapping to my crossbow would also be wise.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So you approach. He is not really reacting to you. You can now, like, very very close to him. You can hear that like he is repeating Tom's name again and again and again and again in his horrible cries and stuff like that. And you can also see that his body is. I mean, it used to be a person. It's not very person-like anymore because of the current frenzied goings on. And you can see, you can approach him if you wish to try and restrain him. It's going to be a opposed strength check, and there will be a risk of you being stabbed in the frenzied stabbing. Imagine somebody flailing with a knife, and you're going. They're also.
Yeah.
It's even worse for you because they're also so slick with blood that they're going to be like grabbing them is like going to be hard because they're wet.
Oh, I'm considering whether it's easier to knock them out.
Ah.
And I think it is, because even if I fail to knock them out, that will at least distract them from what they're doing, which is the main goal. So I will attempt to knock them out.
Okay, so roll an attack roll.
So is this because I can knock out with my weapon, so I can just make a weapon attack roll?
Yeah. Just make a weapon attack roll, and then you're just doing non-lethal damage. You're just smacking them with the. That will
20.
hit. He doesn't have really any AC right now because.
Yeah.
He's
Maybe
quite
he's a monk.
nude.
Yep. Oh yeah, he's a monk. He doesn't need it. His AC's
Oh my God.
25. He's a monk.
Yeah,
He's a
max
monk.
roll as well.
11. Yeah, no, he's knocked out. You've just. I mean, yeah, you may have cracked his skull with that, but like, I'm sure he'll
Oops.
get over it.
It's the first thing I've heard since I got out of the sea. It took a lot more energy to punch a fish underwater.
Why are you
I mean,
punching
a
fish?
sea kraken. Sea kraken.
Really?
Some
Way.
fish are just jerks and deserve it.
Life's just like
Punching
10,000 years
fish.
walking along the sea, just smacking fish for no reason. I don't need to eat, but I really ate these fish.
Well,
Some of them thought I was food.
all the fish coming to like nibble on the seaweed and barnacles.
And he's just like, smack.
All right,
Finding
I'm
Nemo.
gonna drag Garen out of the circle.
Okay, so when you knock him unconscious, it's at that point that you can actually hear that there is a susurrus happening inside the circle that is not coming from him. He was shouting so loudly you could not hear it.
A what? Sorry, a susurrus.
A susurrus. It's the best word in the English language. A susurrus is lots of whispers in the background.
Oh, that is quite the
It's
word.
pretty sus.
Yep.
I'll be
Oh,
using that one in the
a
future.
chorus of whispers.
Yes. So it's
Fun.
susurrus. It's onomatopoeia. Susurrus. Yeah. It's such a good word. There's some words I just love, and susurrus is one of them. It's also sus. So you can hear this noise now, as you're trying to drag him out of the circle.
Xander. Something here.
There's something
Can you-
there, not here.
All right.
Yes.
So
Can you drag? I must vibe check.
yeah, absolutely. I will drag. I can do that.
Sure, you can come in instead.
You
I vibe
everyone who enters inside the circle, like you all feel it just like saturating this infernal energy that is in this circle is very heavy on your persons. I would like you, Life, to make me a wisdom saving throw as you try to assess whether or not there's fiendish energy here.
I suppose I'm more specifically trying to find the source of the whispers, but there's so much going on that
Yes.
yeah.
This is going to be overwhelming. With a
It's quite the
15,
vibe check.
okay, you only take 1 point of psychic damage. You are in the presence of a fiend, an extremely powerful fiend, possibly even an archfiend.
It's big shit here, guys.
Gulp.
And as you try to drag Garen out of the circle, you like, are you dragging him like underarm, or are you like dragging him by his feet?
Taking him by his arms, I suppose.
Okay, so as you pull him to the edge of the circle, you can see that as his hair starts to leave the circle, you see it starting to smolder.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
I don't feel like this is something for me to be concerned about.
Do you continue to drag him out?
Yes.
Okay. As you do, he immediately, like, he's like, his head and shoulders are out of the circle. He begins to come to consciousness and screaming, as you can see that all of his skin is starting to like burn. It's starting to catch fire, and he is screaming in absolute agony.
What's going on over there?
I mean, you can see
Well,
that he is
He's a
beginning.
little on fire.
Put him back.
Now you've done it.
All right. Huck him back in. Which seems like a terrible idea, but hey, it's not the
knock him
first
out
one we've
again.
had today.
Yeah, you can see that he's screaming, like, basically that it's like the worst kind of sunburn you've ever seen. There's just a line that goes like up to his chest, and then everything above it is like burnt, like proper burnt. You put him back in. The burning stops, but you can still hear that he is screaming. You wish to knock him out again to stop him screaming?
I'm elsewhere. I've just asked them to do it.
No.
Okay. So this is the
No,
man.
Just
it's
leave him
probably
there.
just it. Chances are, if I hit him, he's just gonna die.
True.
And I know life seems to want to keep him alive for reasons, and I'm more interested in, we'll deal with it later.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking.
Now you've got a scream to join the susurrus, so it's pretty good.
Oh,
Oh wait, hang
It's
on.
fine,
Wait.
I can't hear
I
it.
don't want to hear the friggin' whispers again.
You know what? There was actually, yeah, another word that to describe what he was doing. He was ululating. That's another good word.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that's one I've actually encountered in real
Yeah.
life.
That's
At my
basically what he was
niece's
doing.
wedding.
If he's not dead yet. Meanwhile, I
But not
am.
right now. Now he's just regular. Oh god, it burns! Screaming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I'm throwing the body parts that are lying around out of the circle.
Okay. You try and scoop up bits and pieces. They will catch fire as they leave the circle. So they'll be burnt.
Fine, they're already dead.
But
Right.
yeah, you where are you, Eliana, at this point? Everybody else is I know at the circle, in the circle, or like right next to it.
Yeah, I think I was just sort of looking from like the forest, right? Because this is like a clearing.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
you were in this
stone.
forest, but are you approaching?
Can I see anything else weird from outside the circle?
Would you like to make a perception check? Or I guess at this point you could definitely do Arcana or Religion as well.
Yeah, I'll do a perception check.
With a 6, you can't really see what's happening to all these things. You can see like yeah, you just saw like life throwing body parts out of the stone circle, and you see them like when they leave the imagined circumference of the circle, like they just catch fire. Like there's not like a big red laser bar. It's not like like in Star Wars with the big red laser walls around it. It's just like it's just air and it's catching fire. And these people are all panicked. You can hear the screaming of the person inside the circle now. You can see that they caught fire when they were pulling out by Miles. You can see Miles probably just like, what the fuck is happening? You can see Life in the middle. Everybody's screaming.
Erin, what is going on here?
Well, she's
Well,
with Ileana, unless Ileana
yeah,
comes
we
closer.
were both
Like,
Oh,
hiding
you,
over
you
here.
snuck. Okay, you snuck together. Okay.
Yeah.
I still shout that.
Have you seen anything like this before, Aaron?
no, I have not seen this. I've seen the effects of this. This
Sounds very
is
calm about it.
not something I have experienced. It would be quite wise to leave the circle as soon as possible, however. Do your friends have
Right,
it
that
under
makes
control? They
sense.
seem to be the only ones in the circle.
I assume so. They seem to
Once
be
I've
removing things.
thrown out the body parts, I will leave the circle if possible. I will test it though. I'll put one hand out
Yeah,
first.
just sort of yell from the forest, like,
Okay.
you might want to leave the circle.
So, as you attempt to leave, Miles, have you left, or are you still in it?
I tossed the guy back inside from the outside. I have not gone back in, because why the hell would anyone?
And I never went in. I just stood there and
Yeah.
watched.
Oh
With
yeah,
the
you just
book.
watched.
With the book. Um, Life, when you attempt to leave,
Oh no.
make a. We'll do wisdom saving throw.
Let's go. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
You feel someone pulling you back into the circle, and inside the circle, you hear. This isn't inside your mind. This is you hear it through your auditory canal, because don't want to say that you have ears, but your your sound hole,
Whatever
whatever
you
that
have
is.
for ears.
My sound system.
Your sound card.
I got
Your
the deep bass
microphone.
upgrade recently.
You hear a voice, which says in very, very powerful tones, "And where do you think you're going?"
Oh boy. And who might you be?
Introductions. I see, I see. Well, it seems as though dear little Garen won't be able to introduce himself, and he's tried so hard. He spent
No,
years.
we knew who he was.
Yes, but you're not him, are you? You're
No.
something quite old.
Yes.
Hi, old.
I, I something quite old. I'm Dad.
Can any of us hear this? Or
You
does
can
it
make
just look like life
perception
speaking to
checks.
no one?
Yeah, well,
Alright.
you can see that life is speaking to someone, but you can make a perception check if you can try and hear it.
Yeah. I envisage it as I've
Yeah.
made my way towards the exit with a hand outstretched as I'm trying to test the edge. And
Miles,
I've
you
just
can't.
turned back.
Ileana,
Nah.
you can't. What about you,
Just-
Xander?
When I find it again.
It's perception. It's between nature and performance. The 14. Okay, so perhaps it's also your divine connection. You can hear this speaking that is happening to life.
Okay, I'm gonna try and just focus on that.
Okay.
On the
Yeah.
voice.
Ooh, what are you talking to?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, should I have had advantage on the saving throw from protection of evil and good?
I think that's only to fear, charm, and frighten.
Yeah.
Well, fear, charm, and something.
Yeah,
Fear,
you're
charm,
not-
and
Oh yes,
possession.
sorry.
Yeah, you're not being charmed or possessed.
No, hang on. Target can't be. So it's a lot of things basically. So creatures of those types have disadvantage on the attack roll against the target. I can't be frightened, charmed, or possessed. But then also I have advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect.
Yeah, if you're already affected by it, you then
Oh,
get
okay, I
advantage
get
on it.
already
Right,
charmed.
okay. I understand.
So you can protect from good and evil once somebody's been like feared.
Yeah,
It's-
I see.
Yeah.
And then they have advantage of breaking out of it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah, so the voice continues. So who are little old you?
The name's Life. I'm a
Life.
paladin.
I do love a paladin. Now, we're going to have a little conversation, you and I. Do you want to
That
turn
is
around?
what I do. I and look at the stones. I thought, okay, yes, I'll turn around. Which way turn around exactly?
Oh, a little bit of a comedian, I see. Well, and you hear like the sound of reality ripping open,
Whoa!
and in front of you, you see they kind of look like a person. They are clearly a devilly type person. They have bright pink skin, horns, flowing hair, and they have hooved feet.
Oh.
Oh,
And
also,
we
this
can
is
all
very
see
important because
this,
this is an
right?
important detail that happens whenever anyone meets a devil. They are unbelievably hot.
Ah, of course. Okay.
Ah.
The most important detail of all.
Yes. However that,
Un-
but the important detail is however that appears to you, that is how hot they are. They look different for every person. It's the reason why that's an important detail.
Do we
So
all see
only-
this?
I was going to say,
Yes.
only Life sees this? Do
No,
I
no.
see it, or
Everybody
do I
can
only
see
hear
that
it?
there is now a devil person inside
oh
the
my
circle.
god. There's a hot pink devil with pink chrome all over them.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh no, she's hot.
Just imagine because life's made of metal, it's like literally hot as well.
Just a Ferrari.
Like
She's on fire.
It's just a
oh,
car.
molten metal. Oh.
Oh.
Look at it flow.
Now that I've been brought all the way here, and I'm rather not going to get to enjoy tormenting poor Garen here because you've rather ended that little game.
He looks rough.
Oh, well, he's definitely going to die. I mean, whether or not he survives his burns, he's of no use to me anymore.
Ah. Carry on. I'm a very good paladin, you see.
Carry
Mm,
on.
very, very good indeed. Garen was such a threat, wasn't he?
Well,
How
not to me.
nobly he was cast down.
I mean, I punched him in the head. Well, with a sword somehow. I'm not really sure how I did it. I think it was the butt of the sword. I should have described it.
Yes.
I knocked him out. The threat is more the effect that what he's been doing is having on the region.
Oh, there's a threat to the region, is there?
You not had any idea what he's been doing?
No. Do tell. Some sort of threat. What could that be? Life?
So you're gonna just make an insight for this level of sass coming my way.
21? This is a devil. The devil is talking to you as a devil would. They are sassing you
Yeah.
massively.
At a wild guess, I'm presuming yourself.
Oh, me? I'm the threat. Little me wouldn't ever be able to be a threat to anybody. I'm here to help you.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yes. I'm here to help all of you. And all of you can hear that as well, by the way, now.
Oh,
That was to everyone. And you can hear it even in the woods, Ileana, like she's sat next to you.
Oh.
Yes, yes, even you at the back hiding in the forests. Not very convincing, but if that's what you think is camouflage, I suppose.
Well, it was worth a shot.
You hid from Garen very well. He didn't see a
yes,
thing.
because he was off his damn rocker.
He didn't see a thing.
Also, pretty busy. Hacking up
Sort of.
who and whatever that used to be.
I think Ileana glance at Aaron like, do you know what we should do about this?
So you can see when you look towards Aranaki that she is frozen solid. Not like ice, as in she is like stopped in time, basically.
Like, I guess, like, shouted her a bit like, hello, Aaron?
She does not
Like-
react.
Wave in front of her face.
Nope, still nothing.
Ah, crap.
Oh. I guess this is just the combo for us then, huh? And yeah, I guess Ileana will just come out of the forest.
You hear the voice. Well, yes, she is rather a bore. She keeps trying to tidy up all of the hard work that Garen's doing, so I thought it best that she shh when we're having a chat.
And there's something you wanted to chat with us about.
Well, I mean, you have rather ended the fun, so I thought if you're competent enough to know what Garen was up to, then maybe you would be worth speaking to.
I assure you, we are nothing remotely close to competent.
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
I think we're quite competent.
We are of varying degrees of competence.
That's true.
Well, you have me summoned. What is it that I can help you with?
Why do you
So,
believe we need your help?
Oh, everybody needs my help, one way or another.
We were simply here to put a stop to your arrival in the region. That has not gone particularly well. You could help us by leaving.
That's what I mean by, you may have misjudged our competence.
Just leaving. Well, I mean, I can leave if that's what you wish.
I wish nothing from you.
Oh, so you weren't asking me to leave?
I want no deal, no wishes from you. I've merely
No.
stated an opinion. What you do is your own matter, but I will owe you nothing from it.
What did Garen want from you?
Oh, something trivial. I think he wanted to have some Tom live an extra century or something so that they would live the same age because he would die. I don't remember. It was something like that. I don't really care what it is that people want, but something that they want I can provide, and then the other end of this negotiation. She just has a big smile on her face the entire time she's talking about this stuff.
We have nothing to negotiate with you.
Nothing at all. Is that so? What about... And she reaches out into everybody's mind, and I would like you all to make wisdom saving throws. You would have an advantage on this.
Just me, or everyone.
Just you.
Just me.
Oh, because of your protection.
I'm probably good, but there's a second.
Oh fuck!
Oh boy.
Oh, that's not good.
See, I've got a die here, a D20 that has the 1 and the 20 replaced with words. The 20 is fuck you. Appropriately, the 1 is fuck me.
Ooh,
So,
I think 2 of us failed.
Ileana and Miles, I need you to tell me something very important that you desire greatly. Whether it could be material wealth, it could be to be somewhere, to have something, to to try and change somebody's opinion of you, well, like whatever it is. Power, riches, glory, all those kinds of
I think
important basic things.
for Ileana, it would be to know where her pendant is from and like who it's related to or what it's related to.
Okay. And Miles.
Oh.
Oh, oh no!
The music.
The music changed.
Oh.
Oh god, I'm on the spot. Oh god, he was only supposed to be a character that anyone could just not miss at all when not there. Oh shit, I didn't put this much thought into him.
Generic character.
the only
He
thing
doesn't
he
want
wants
anything.
is to be remembered.
He-
Oh no.
he's oh god, I genuinely don't know.
Well, I mean, like, would he like something like riches, like something like that?
No, that just weigh him down. That's just baggage to carry on the sea. He doesn't want a ship of his own. That's responsibility and more trouble than it's worth. He just wants to lead a fairly simple life. That's it. Hence the mild adventuring and sailing.
Oh, okay.
Hiring himself out his crew. He's really... hold on. Let me just get a look at my my notes that I've got. Maybe that can lead me to something. Always has a plan for things. Rather make a new friend. Yeah. No. He's simple to a fault.
Okay. Well,
Maybe like wanting to preserve a simple life or something.
Oh no.
It's kind of what he's already doing. So he doesn't feel like it's missing. But I think in the moment, the only thing he wants
Is
is
to-
for this to be over with.
Ah,
So he can
okay.
go do
Seems-
something else.
There
So
you
I
go.
guess that's as close as we're going to get to anything material.
Okay. So, you hear only in your mind, Miles, you hear her voice, and she says, "You wish for this simply to just be over. Well, that is an easy gift I can bestow. I can leave
Like-
whenever you desire." Hmm? Go on, sorry.
I thought he's gonna monkey's paw him.
And
That's what devils do.
at the same time, Ileana, such a curious mind, so fascinating. All you want is to know where you are from, and what it is this humble gift truly means. Well, I am able to answer any of those questions. You know, you just have to ask.
Mm.
And for Xander, you in your mind would hear her like trying to gain entry, and you resist, presumably with a big Barnett says piss off, I assume.
Sure.
But you do feel her try to gain entry into your memories, and the same thing for you, Life, and you also resist it.
Right.
Enough of this nonsense.
These things always come at a cost. I know that.
But it only has to be the cost that you set. I have the answers. What do you think they are worth to you?
Hmm. That is a tough question.
You can all, as like she is prying into people's minds. She is like just walking around the circle, like looking at you all. And she looks at Life, who she's been talking to the most, and sees that's kind of a non-starter. And then sees second best, like person to go for, other than a paladin, is a religiously minded person. So she begins to walk towards Xander. Curious.
I'm gonna stand up straight. My shield, I'm gonna put it on my back, and I'm gonna clutch my warhammer in one hand, and I'm gonna tightly grip my holy symbol in the other, just in case. And I'm just gonna glare at her.
Yeah.
Oh.
When.
Hmm?
I mean, go ahead.
No,
He
you
is
go. You go.
engaged. Grumpy cat mode.
Just gonna say, like, when I remarked to her, did it seem like anyone else could hear?
No, it did not. Nobody seemed to be reacting to her talking to you in your mind.
Or, like, even my response when I said something.
Yeah, no, she didn't. There was no change in her facial expression.
Well, rule of cool, I'm just going to say I haven't realized she's talking to you all individually yet.
Yeah, there you go. And she comes towards towards you, Xander, as you like fluff yourself up to your biggest bigness. And as she does so, she increases in height and size until you are like 2/3 her height, so you're no longer equal heights. So she's looking down on you. Such a big, brave servant. I'm sure that his law books will keep you safe from whatever it is you fear, little cat.
Ooh.
Uh, you know not what I fear. I felt you trying to search around my brain and my thoughts, and what I fear is not you.
All your kind, so clingy, holding on to your symbols, to your armor, your maces, your castles, your keeps. You think they will keep you safe? This world is more powerful than your intolerance. And then she kind of walks away from Xander and goes back to normal height.
Hmm. Did only Xander see that? The
Nope,
height
everybody
changes
saw
stuff.
her go like
Oh, we all saw that.
she
Okay.
went to like 20 feet. Like she was making him look like a tiny
Right.
little baby.
But we
That
didn't
was out
hear the
loud,
combo
Sass,
at
yeah.
all. We just
Mhm.
what was that out loud?
Yeah, that was all out loud. That wasn't individual.
Okay.
As she's walking around and talking to people, that's all out loud. It's only when she's
Okay.
specifically talking to you and Miles that it is inside your head and nobody can hear it.
Right. So only those conversations are private.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna scoff at her as she walks
What
away.
what is it that you would want to help me find that knowledge? Hmm?
What do I want? Oh, only little trifles. A favor here, a promise kept.
Such as?
I will give you this knowledge, and in return, you will find something for me.
What sort of thing?
Could be an item, perhaps? Perhaps a person. Would it trouble you to give me a soul? Does not have to be your own, of course.
Hmm.
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 Ileana's having a thinker. Yeah, Miles. So like she's basically doing the same thing of like, if you wish for me to leave, you know how you can do it.
Yeah, but you know what's easier? Just waiting an hour or two.
Wow. Such a curious mind. And you can see that you can feel Miles that as she's like realizing that this isn't the one that she's going to get the thing she wants from. You can
Oh
feel her.
no, I've met snake oil salesmen before, and they were more convincing. They actually had a product.
Wow. You can she like
Wow.
you can feel her leaving your mind, and she is clearly focusing. She is concentrating her efforts more in a different direction. Um, as she circles past Miles, she walks towards Ileana now in person, and she begins circling you. I see here. This is out loud. Such a curious request. A little knowledge. It could be yours. Such a trifle.
And
What is
everyone heard
this
that.
foolishness?
Yes.
I think she means to talk us to death.
If I
I
had
mean the
wanted,
foolishness of entertaining the idea.
if I had wanted any of you dead, you would all already be joining Garen.
Is Garen actually dead? Just knock him out.
Is he still screaming?
Is he still
Uh,
screaming?
Scream check. I would say that at this point his screams have probably ceased.
He might be dead.
Oh.
I mean, he was half burned, like, and the top half too.
Damn it! God damn it! Miles!
What?
What did you do?
I did what you asked me to
Hmm.
do.
True.
Nothing more, nothing less.
There's limits to this. I'm not some devil when my word is literal.
Gosh, Ilyana really wants this knowledge.
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt that squabbling, and I'm just gonna shout at Ileana. I'm just gonna say, don't listen to a demon. Do not accept their deal. They just deal in selfish contracts that will end up in their favor, not yours.
She responds, I see. From the pulpit comes the riposte. I don't think we need to really hear anything else from Barnett's lies. And she clicks her fingers, and you are silenced, Garn.
Ooh.
That also means Life has lost his protection. Then, right? Because I'm silenced.
No, you can concentrate on it. Silence doesn't stop you
Okay,
concentrating.
I just can't
Yeah.
cast it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He does have a point, though. I do know these things usually come at far too great a cost. But if we were to make some sort of deal, I think it should start lightly. As you know, I can't trust anything too extreme. Hmm? Oh no, did we lose the hog?
We've lost the hog.
We've lost the hog. And the music, no.
I'm so
Oh,
terribly
fuck.
sorry. I just got a call. Like, literally, as everyone's talking, I apologize profusely.
No worries.
What did I miss?
Ileana's entire speech.
Yeah, my speech.
I'm so sorry, I will listen back to it, I promise. That was the worst time I could have ever got a call.
I'm
Okay.
just saying that Xander has a point. I know that. Fiends like yourself can't be trusted lightly. So if we were to make a deal, it would have to start with something small. I think.
You want it in increments. I see. Well, I'm open to negotiation, especially for something quite as intriguing as this. Now, DM time, not fiend time. would you like time to think about it and make a decision, and we come back next session, and that's the first thing we deal with, so you can have a think out of thing? Because we've gone like way over time anyway. So
Could do that.
would that be good? So you have time to think a response.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will wrap it up in the heat of the moment.
Nope.
Heat of the moment of
The spooky
Ileana
music.
being tempted by this fiend, whose name you do not yet know. You do not yet know.
Maybe I
their
should ask that.
Maybe that could be what you ask. You have discovered what it was that Garen was up to, and the consequences are now here. So, with that, we will get to the wrappy up. So thank you all so much for playing. It is amazing as always.
Yeah, it's been good.
Things are starting to spice up. You definitely could have had a fight there as well. That was very fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was resisting the urge to.
Well, you snuck up instead of like trying to fight him, just like going in guns blazing. Not that you would have been.
Oh, with the demon lady, I just didn't want to. I knew I'd get my ass handed to me.
True. You would. Yeah. Spoiler alert, she's an archdevil, so probably a little bit above level 2s, maybe a smidge.
Just
Maybe
a little
smidge.
bit.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go see who is the live. Are we? Oh, so many people are live.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
I think Overlight's doing a subathon.
And it's
That's
Jem's
happening.
birthday.
Yeah, it's Jim's birthday. It's lots happening.
Oh my god. I'm
Gone
gonna
with
pick
the
a.
monk ass.
I'm picking a birthday because.
Oh no.
Whitlock.
Whitlock.
Wait, Whitlock. Wait, where's Whitlock? Wait.
Oh,
Whitlock just raided.
Whitlock. Whitlock. Welcome, Whitlock and Raiders. We are going to be raiding as well. We're going to go birthday Jamalki, but welcome. Oh my goodness, everything happening all at once. Okay, I'll do shout out Whitlock. Thank you so much for the raid. Just as we're wrapping up. I didn't do the thing properly again. Why am I so
Oh my god.
gone? It's fallen apart since you've not been here to mod. I'm telling you. But yeah, so thank you so much for the raid. We are going to go head over to Jamalki. But yes, this is the end of D&D for today. We'll be back next week. I should get on the right screen. So thank you all so much. And I will take you all over to Jamalki for the birthday times.
Jamalki birthday times.
So thank you all everyone for doing the plays as always. We are all in the Gobs and Grems, so go check out a cool and inclusive stream team. Yeah, and everyone make sure you follow Whitlock if you are not following Whitlock already. And we will do the raid message. Oh yeah, because Fosserbot got modded got subbed yesterday, so Fosserbot can actually post the raid message. That is
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
someone. I think Jub gifted me a sub. Thank you,
Yes,
Jub
lots
Jub.
of people got subs yesterday.
What
But thank you all.
happened?
It was
It
the
went.
end of September.
It was the end of September, and
Oh.
people went wild yesterday. It was very nice of them all.
Amazing.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you, Corny, if you're still here looking. Jub, of course. God damn it. I already said hi because I was talking to you the whole time.
Yeah, funny that.
What? That's crazy.
Dillasaur did a honk, which is unfortunately muted, but thank you very much. So yeah, thank you all so much. And go over to Gem for the birthday times. Thank you all so much. Bye.
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 It's gone. I was about to check. Okay, sorry about that, everyone.
Ooh.
It's gone.
I figured you needed time to make the decision. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I
I
didn't want.
know it's a terrible idea, but it sounds fun.
It's just a little.
Just a little
Meanwhile-
deal, you know?
Meanwhile, I'm Googling Demon paladins.
Demon
Mm.
paladin.
Yeah, it's not really a thing. There's a few homebrews